Okay, let's check and see if we are live. Looks like yes. Looks like we
All
are
right.
we are live.
Cool.
Just give people a few minutes to like file in. I'll just leave us on the air though,
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah. Let me promote my shit. Promote
just
it too.
brr.
Or yeah. Oh.
Man, been working on that Babylon all day, every day. You know,
Yeah. Not much
it's
has
getting
changed in the last 2 years.
oh, a lot has changed, just
Well,
not
I'm
with
talking
my
about like
routine.
yeah.
Just not with my routine. Lots changed. Jesus Christ, we're on version what, 73?
Okay. All right. Yeah. Damn, I probably won't even recognize this game anymore.
Some of the core stats I think are all the same.
Oh,
Um
good. The dice are we're now working on a
Still die
D5 system.
sixes. Yeah, it's still D6s, still got a wild die. Um
We're also working with D13s.
yeah, create a new die for just for this game, just that, because that's always a good idea. That always
Well,
works.
they always tell you like, it has to have a certain amount of sides, but who are they to fucking tell you what how
Yeah, how
geometry
many?
works?
Oh God! Speaking of role playing games, there was that rumor that Elon Musk was thinking of buying D&D, and I'm like, please no,
Oh, I like,
just please no, just go
Jack,
away, dude.
Jack, we're all old. We're both old enough. We're both old enough to know that this shit happens all the time.
Yeah. I just didn't want it to be Elon Musk,
Nobody wants it to
like.
be Elon Musk except Elon Musk. Like
Oh,
that's
Elon Musk doesn't even want to be himself. The guy's a fucking. The guy's. What good is all the money in the world if you're just going to be the same loser you always were?
but that's the thing, right, Jack? We're broke. We
Yeah.
know what we would do with that money.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah.
oh man, I would never not be high.
I
Which I think,
would I would have a house.
yeah,
I
paid
would
off.
probably get another car.
I would
Um
suggest that.
yeah. Um I would not be worried about I'd still be doing the Kickstarter, but it'd be way farther along cuz I could hire people. Just flat out hire people. That would be great.
You could just make your own fucking publishing
Well, the
company.
Kickstarter would still be part of the marketing
Well, I guess that's fair.
because like there's no the good thing about Kickstarter is it's a potential marketplace in and of itself, and it gives you a good
Right.
idea of what the public's willing to pay for. So that's what I kind of that's why I would always do that in this environment.
Yeah.
Um, what else would I do? I'd
I'd love my
probably
kids.
throw some. I'd probably throw some money into local underground events.
Right. But like you wouldn't use that money to just be the world's most annoying man.
No,
Because you
no, hell,
yourself are not an annoying man.
I'd probably just completely leave Twitter, leave social media.
Oh
Like
fuck
I'd
yeah.
have
I
other
would
things to worry about,
yeah.
like I would just completely leave it. No, what's Elon do? He does it more. And I'm like, what a fucking loser.
Because he has the one thing money can't buy.
He has the one thing but he can't buy, or
No, he does not have the one thing money can buy. Or can't
self-respect.
exactly. Not even just self-respect. The feeling that you've done enough. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
remember who his fucking parents are. His dad legit hates him. His mom is like, fuck, I was about to pull the who is Alexander the Great's mom?
I forget.
But like that, where it's like you're a little too involved with your son's life.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
So
like, but that's the thing. Like, that's who he is. He's a sad little kid that's trying to get friends, and the only way he's ever gotten friends is if he paid for them.
yeah, because he's annoying.
Well, yes,
You
I
know,
mean, you're
like
not wrong.
I used to run into guys like him all the time, and they were
Well, no
always
shit. You
the biggest bores. You're just like, oh my God, you have all these strong opinions about things that you have no idea about.
Nobody gives this much of a shit about code.
Oh, not even
Nobody.
that. Not even that. It was like, it'd always be like libertarian shit.
All right, as a former libertarian, allow me to fucking to say what you're about to say. Um, they are the most annoying young Republicans that have ever existed.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like
Pretty bad.
they want all the benefits of being progressive while also being in charge of everything. That
Yeah.
ain't how this works, homie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, maybe we can do this instead and the picture will look a little worse. Never mind.
There we go. Yeah, let's do that. No,
Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
but yeah, it's like him claiming that he wants to buy D&D. First off, D&D is not interested in selling.
Oh,
At
thank you,
least
Delta Oracle. Thank you for the $5. Hail Satan. Oh, and Holy Father, may this donator get all the things in life that he wishes for and get laid. Ave Satanas.
Can we call Tesla's Edison since Elon stole other people's ideas?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
fuck
I'm
it.
good with that. I'm good with that. Now, I don't want to talk about politics too long, but let's be real here. Particularly this week, we've got something that I need to talk about.
South Korea almost had a fucking coup.
South Korea almost had a fucking coup. That was a big deal.
That was wild.
That was wild. Like that was like a scary 12 hours there, you know. Like, I thought for real, like I was confused because when I first heard it, I was like, wait, North Korea has a new president?
No. South Korea.
South Korea. Oh.
The corporatocracy, not the dictatorship.
Right. Oh, dear. Good God. What is up with these lights today, man? Like, look at that glare. That is some.
It's all that forehead.
Well, I mean, like, I know my forehead's a little sweaty, but it's not usually like that bad. Action. Damn.
Ugh. Yeah, that's for you fucking armpit freaks out there for you.
Yeah. Have fun. Have fun. Don't say I don't do nothing for you.
Don't sniff the screen. It doesn't work.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's half the appeal of the armpit fetish is just digging your nose deep into the crevice of some other person's arm.
Yeah. I guess I get that if it's like a specific person, you know, like the person I'm dating, that's cool. But like if it's just armpits, I'm like, what? No, not my thing. Clearly not my thing. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, well,
Jack's figuring out.
Yeah, Jack is trying to figure out like, oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Hope you and yours have been doing okay since the election. We all just kind of we all had like a week of just like, oh. And then we kind of all went like, you know what? I'm checking out for a bit.
Oh, dude, absolutely. Like I was just like, no, just no. I was just absolutely done. I'm like, I'm taking a break. You know everything. Everyone can kiss my ass. You know, yeah. not the stream, obviously, but just like the everybody in quotes,
You know what pissed me off the most about it?
What?
I expected it from Republicans, whatever. That's fine. But I swear to God, the day, like election day, I got like 10 emails from Republicans, not Republicans, sorry, the Democrats, DNC, Act Blue, all that shit, asking me for fucking money. I will be real with you. All right, let's drop the veneer and the reason why I'm just so fucking checked out. Hey, Democrats, can you come in real quick? Just real quick. Liberals too. Come on, just come here. Don't ask me to fucking help you anymore. I'm not going to.
This is it's too much,
It's not even just too that it's too much. Like the minute they lost the election, who did they fucking blame? Who?
Other Democrats.
No, they blame trans people and people of fucking color. Oh, we went too hard on the fucking trans thing. We went too fuck woke. That's what lost us the fucking election. No, you fucking ignorant pieces of shit who do nothing when you're in fucking power. That's what lost you the fucking election.
Oh, actually, I could tell you what it was. It's just not going to be a good ride.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah, America's racist as shit.
But no, it's more sexist than it is racist.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That shocked me. Like that.
The reality is, Democrats have been talking down to fucking everybody. And I'm not just talking about leftists or people on the internet. I'm talking to everybody they fucking meet. They treat everyone like fucking children and they feel like they're owed votes by marginalized people. But yet when it comes time to fucking protect those marginalized people, they fucking run away and hide, or worse, start teaming up with the fucking Republicans to get so that they can show some bipartisanship. We have to be bipartisan. Oh, we have to be so bipartisan. See, we're not the loony left fucking Democrats. We have Liz fucking Cheney and Dick fucking Cheney sitting on each side of me, hand in hand. Oh, we're just a big fucking family. Listen, you dumb fucks. You fucking brought in the fucking Cheneys. Like, what signal did that fucking give to anyone on your fucking side, to any of your constituents? Because you're saying, oh, we're doing that so we can bring in Republicans. Republicans think you're the fucking devil. Stop trying to reach out to them. They don't give a shit and they will snap back at you. They don't care. Stop reaching out to them. Stop reaching out to this mythical centrist voter. Stop doing the status quo bullshit that has lost you almost 3 fucking elections in a fucking row. Stop acting like everything's okay. People are out here fucking starving. People out here can't make their fucking mortgage. And you had the fucking unmitigated gall to tell people the economy is doing great? Kiss my fucking ass. People need fucking solutions, not more of the fucking same. And I'm not saying the Republicans have any fucking solutions, because they don't, because the only solutions they have is to hurt more marginalized fucking people, to make you feel better about it while they raise prices and everything with fucking tariffs and like fucking trade wars.
Yeah.
By the way, that's coming in the next 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm not looking forward to it.
No. More status quo, more fucking centrist, more big party, more big tent for politics. Fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. You need to fucking embrace the thing that won you in 2020, which is leading into the populist leftist discourse, the populist leftist fucking issues. You rode on the back of BLM protest into the 2020 election, and the second you won that goddamn election, you turned your fucking back on them. The second that you won that election, you said, nope, we're not going to do anything about the cops. And then it got worse.
Yep.
I am so fucking tired of feeling like I have to vote for people that don't do shit when they have power, or worse, give that power willingly up to the opposition fucking party. I'm sick and fucking tired of trying to fucking figure out which God, like, figure out a way to fucking carry water for these fucking lame ass centrist motherfuckers who do everything to appease fucking Republican voters, but do fuck all to appease to anyone that's a progressive or any further fucking left. Democrats, you need to learn the lesson that the Republican Party learned in 2008, which is status quo politics do not win you elections. You need to be on a populist fucking message. And if you can't fucking do that, get out of the fucking way so a real leftist party can actually do that. I like that's the shit that has made me mad the most about this. And then liberals want to constantly getting any person that's left of them and tell them that, oh, you better be ready for the fucking camps. Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
What, like,
yeah.
Why? Where? Like, if you know there's camps coming, why the fuck are you not in the streets burning down buildings? Where's your fucking resist lib bullshit now?
Yeah.
Because I'm sick and fucking tired of these people putting on their pink pussy hats and thinking they're doing anything. And then the minute they have to like face like any Republican fucking opposition, they fold like a fucking $2 suit. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. If the DNC cannot get their shit together, they deserve the death that's coming for them. And I'm like, and that's where I'm at with it. That's what made me mad. The Republicans are absolutely evil sons of bitches, and the country will eventually figure that out.
Yeah. But
the Democrats are feckless. They have no teeth. They have no spine. Why do you exist? Why? So you could get more money from your fucking donors because that's the only people you fucking listen to. Hey, you want to know the reason why Kamala lost fucking Michigan? It's because she told Gaza protesters to shut the fuck up and get in line. Well, fuck you, bitch. I don't have to fucking get in line. And I voted for you. I don't have to get in the fucking line. These people have a genuine fucking reason to be mad at you. A genuine reason to be mad at the current fucking administration. Oh, well, it's not going to get any better with Trump. Yeah, you're right. You're Democrats. You should be better than Trump. And we're getting the exact same fucking end goal. That's the exact same fucking ending, whether we have you or fucking him in the office. It's just the way it is. And I'm sick and fucking tired of trying to pretend that Democrats are anything but Republican light.
No, that's exactly what they are. That's exactly what they are. You know, the biggest problem that we got right now, unfortunately, in my opinion, isn't even the Democratic Party.
No, it's not
the American people.
No, because
it's actually American culture and the American people at this point.
Yeah, because here's the fucking thing. I'm mad at Democrats, but I know why they lost the fucking election, and I know why they fucking lost the election. It's because they lost the narrative. I don't ever want to hear about how the media has a liberal bias.
Well, now that it specifically has a conservative bias across the board.
When did it not?
There was actually a period of time when it didn't. But that period of time ended around 2020.
I think it died on a death way before that.
Oh no, good journalism died.
Yeah.
Good journalism died, but it didn't swing towards American conservatism until like about 2020 when it was decided. It was literally decided by the owners of the news networks that they were going to do that on purpose. They didn't hide it. They were very proud of it. That's why the CNN streaming service was shut down, because a streaming service would be seen as too liberal.
Yeah. And to be real with you, like the viewing public on CNN was, their ratings are shit. Because
they weren't the best to begin with, but still, that was a clear sign of, oh no, we're going right.
Yeah,
we're going right. And MSNBC, all of them, they all followed suit.
Yeah, of course they did.
They all followed suit because they're all owned by people who had a vested interest in not having, and now this is the fucked up part, in specifically not having a Democrat, not having a Democrat rule, because if that happened, they would be regulated again.
Yeah.
You know, this is Jeff Bezos looking out for Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, this is Jeff Bezos looking out for Jeff Bezos. This is what's his nuts? The oh hi
Mitch McConnell.
No, what? I'm younger and I started Facebook, and you know,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah. That guy. You know, it's those dudes looking out for their best interests. You want to know why Blue Sky feels so much different than all the others? It's because it's the only one that doesn't use an algorithm to fuck with people. It specifically doesn't, because you can't have an algorithm on a non-centralized platform. It doesn't work. It creates too much data load.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, as someone who's been using it almost exclusively, it's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is kind of nice. You could see the bots surfacing. Right. Like they're accumulating at this point. Like you can see them. Which is one thing I don't like, you know. So, but
that's one thing they can't really control.
Well, not them showing up, but like,
yeah.
But hopefully, you know, what it really comes down to is, I look very closely now at controversial issues.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually controversial, not like this should be controversial, but like people are actually arguing vitriolically. Mm-hmm. Because wherever you see that, I guarantee you, there is an algorithm at work. Guarantee you. Because that's what the algorithm, that's what its environment fosters. Because if you can, and it's also fostered up by all the political maneuvering, local, national, and, well, mainly national and international, because like local, usually you don't have enough money. To push people one way or the other and to divide them. Yeah. You know, because if you divide people, then you can feed both sides of the argument. And that's the way that particular matrix actually works. Yeah. You know, they actually don't care about the outcome as long as the outcome is discord. You know, it's what they actually want.
Yeah. Think about how Twitter has been. Like since even before Elon bought it, because like we all jokingly called it the hell site before Elon even made an offer.
Oh yeah,
because it was.
We had no idea how bad it could get.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, I did, but like, you know,
like it was made by Jack Dorsey first. So it was Blue Sky, but then we forced him out.
But yeah, he was forced out because they were just like, no, fuck it, no, not doing this.
Well, he was trying to turn it into some like libertarian ideology and was like mad about the fact that people called him skeets instead of like posts. And then he just left and we were like, all right, have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though. Cause like, I mean, on Blue Sky, like occasionally discourse shows up, but
you can opt out of it.
Oh,
that's the difference. It's like you yourself can opt out of it and just go, nope, not dealing with this. Bye. And nothing's going to put it back up in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, there's not something artificially putting it up in front of you. You know, you could say goodbye to something and it can be gone. I've done that a lot, actually. Like that was actually a big part of my, I didn't post a lot today, but I actually spent like a couple hours on social media just doing that shit. Just like, no, out, out, unfollow, out, unfollow,
Yeah.
out, block,
Yeah.
out, because like I said, bots are coming in. That can mean here come that bullshit train. Here comes the bullshit. And I'm just like, no, I don't have time for this. I have time for this. I don't want to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. I'm just going to excise it from my life. And I recommend other people do the same.
And Blue Sky's block is really fucking good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Because it's like, not only do you block this person, you block anyone else that follows you and anyone that follows them from seeing that post. Like if someone comes in your replies and being a shithead, you block them and then they can't see anything and nobody else can see that message. There's an entire list in the feeds that people made that are just a humongous block list for like right-wing assholes, right-wing agitators. And it's updated daily.
Yeah, I'm on a couple of those. Because I'm just like, great. All right, what do you look for? We look for MAGA and Trump. And we just block all of it. Like anyone with a name, anyone who, screams MAGA too much, basically any MAGA or Trump call sign, account, just done, just out. And I'm like, no, good. Because if someone on my side who's arguing with MAGA all the time, I probably don't want to see that neither.
Yeah, no, that's the other fucking part of it, right?
Yeah.
And again, this is 100% Twitter brain rot. You remember this old rule we used to have on the internet?
Oh yeah.
It was number one rule. Everyone abided by it, and it was good times. What's that rule, Jack?
Don't feed the trolls.
Don't feed the fucking trolls. Well, boy, we fucking forgot that lesson over on Twitter because we fed the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, well,
delicious engagement.
Well, that wasn't us. That was Twitter itself.
But that's the thing. That's the game on Twitter. I mean,
I've seen it. I've seen it happen in groups of people, where the individuals where I felt, oh, just trying to farm the outrage. Forget it. No, just dump them. You try to farm the outrage, it'll bite you. And speaking of which, farming the outrage and it biting you, Destiny got caught sucking Nick Fuentes' dick. Literally.
I know. I saw the video. First off, that is the worst blowjob I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, see that?
That shit looked dry as hell.
Yeah. Also, get that camera out of my goddamn face. Like, if you are thinking, if you have enough mental capacity to operate a camera while you're fucking, you're bad in bed.
Or you're a professional pornographer. Either way.
Well, if you're a professional, yeah, but I mean, they're talking Destiny and Nick Fuentes here. Like, these aren't pros. Like April O'Neil or like Jana Michaels does that. It's sort of like, okay, what did I expect? Like there's no game I can bring that is going to break that concentration. You know what I mean? Like that is hardcore pro. Let's see. Thank you, Delta Oracle, for the $10 donation. Oh, may Satan give you more, get you laid more, and have more of the things that you want in life. See, he says, I guarantee Elon broke Twitter on purpose. Oh yeah. I agree.
He did.
Yeah. Remember when Chuds was screaming about being called racist by people with blue check marks? That was one of the first things he did. Yep. Make it worthless. Fuck you, Elon. Just
but like at the same fucking time, right? But all right, Jack, can we be two old grognods on the internet real quick?
Sure, why not?
Man, isn't it kind of nice that there's I don't have to give a shit what everyone thinks. I don't have to be on the number one social media app anymore.
No.
I'm free. I'm free, Jack.
Yeah, you're free. You're free. You don't have to worry about it.
I don't have to like pretend like the people over there have valid opinions anymore.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
Delta Oracle's like, what? That happened? No way. Yes way.
There is only one master.
Yes way. Yes. It absolutely happened. And yes, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler has a lot of weight.
So the movie Nightcrawler has some weight.
Has a lot of it. There's a lot of weight. That's the news. That's what you call the news, baby. You know, that is a takedown not only of one psychopath, but of the fact that the news industry itself is psychopathic. You know?
Absolutely. Oh, I haven't seen this movie. Do I need to give it a watch?
Oh, Nightcrawler with fucking Donnie Darko in it. Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a lot like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer if he was a like photojournalist.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's a dark movie. Good. You know, like it pairs really well with Natural Born Killers. But the thing is, in Natural Born Killers, you kind of want Mickey and Mallory to win. Yeah, this movie, you're like, this guy, you want him to die in a fire. Like you are not supposed to like this guy at all. Like, because this is a movie that is everything that is wrong with America. This is a Falling Down if the guy from Falling Down was just a straight up villain. Like a straight up bad guy, as opposed to a psycho.
I was about to say, well, I mean, the guy from Falling Down is a bit of a fucking villain.
Well, like, he's a psycho, but he thought he had a moral compass.
Oh, he did. He just wanted to die by...
Yeah. The guy in Nightcrawler has no moral compass. He has none. He does not care. You know, and it's all about how the news media, i.e. America, empowers him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Natural Born Killers is a great movie. And thank you, Cinethog, for the donation. Hail Satan, and may you get all the things you want in life from Satan, as well as get laid. Ave Satanas.
May they suck it from behind.
Yeah. May you get head better than what Destiny gave Nick Fuentes. Holy shit.
I was genuinely curious, so I had to look it up. And like I said, man, that was the worst.
That's that's embarrassing. I wouldn't even tell nobody. Like, I wouldn't even. Oh.
But what?
Like, and to me, the only reaction could have been, yeah, that's probably the worst head I ever gave or got in my life.
Yeah.
You know, that would have done. You know what the difference between me and Destiny is?
You can suck dick?
No. Well, I mean, that's debatable.
Okay.
That's debatable. Here's what's not debatable. I didn't go in knowing they were a Nazi.
You know what? This makes my point from earlier just so well.
Yes, it does.
Nick Fuentes, out and out Nazi. Destiny, shitty centrist lib. And the shitty centrist lib after the election goes back to blowing the Nazi.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, folks, Destiny. I appreciate that.
Folks, I have no better diagram. The prosecution rests. There is nothing else I can possibly say.
Well, yeah, because like you get into a debate with Destiny, right? All you gotta do is bring that up. You just show that video and you go, the defense rests.
I don't even give a shit. Like, it's because my point would be like, dude, you know who the fuck he is, and you still sucked his dick.
Yeah.
Willingly.
Yeah, he's not even. I'm like, you gotta have a Nazi fetish because he ain't that good looking. Actually, he's not good looking at all.
He's He's not even he's twink.
Average at best. You know,
he's the 3 a.m. girl. You know, the lights are about to come up. You need to close the deal. You're good enough.
No, I wouldn't even go that far. You know, because sometimes the 2 a.m. girl just unlucky. Nick Fuentes is fucking no prom date guy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, are you being literal or are you just like making a judgment on his character?
I'm making a judgment on his character. He is the guy who brags all year about who he's bringing to prom, and then he's got nobody.
Well, he's got one person.
He's got one. The guy on the opposite end of the political spectrum, the other guy on the opposite end of the political spectrum, and nobody wanted to fuck. You know, because holy crap, I never looked at Destiny and thought, you know, I bet that'd be a great piece of ass. No.
What?
No.
He looks like a fucking West Virginia coal miner. I'm no fucking like prize myself, but like I'm chubby, I have charisma. There's somebody out there that wants to date.
Yeah. At least you got charm and personality and character. Like that'll take you a long way. You got some.
I try not to be an insufferable asshole.
Oh, I gave up. I gave up on trying to not be an insufferable asshole. Like I got to a point where I was like, you know what? I didn't repeal Roe v. Wade. There is nothing.
God damn it, Jack.
There is nothing that I would willingly do to another human being that even moves the meter a nanobyte, a nanoangstrom towards evil.
Yeah.
You know, like if this is what we're going to do, I'm not affecting that shit. You know, I'm just not. Oh yeah, the my body, your choice.
Let me tell you something. I hear that out in public, I'm kicking the shit out of whoever's mouth it comes out of.
Amen. Fucking amen.
And then I'm gonna stand over him and go, "Your body, my choice."
Yeah, my fist, your face. You know, come on. But what are you? Oh, I'm sorry. You were talking. Allow me to retort.
But you know. Jack, violence isn't the answer.
But it is on the list. It's an option. That's what I'm saying. You know, like there's a point at which you just gotta pick a side.
Yeah, and you notice it's never like from the agitator that ever has to hear that one. It's the one who responds.
Yeah. I'm like, no, it's time to pick a side. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
I hate that we're at that, by the way.
Oh, same.
I hate that we're at that. But it's like, okay, if this is the environment I find myself in, I gotta be on my own side. I gotta be on the side that I'm on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, don't disarm yourself just because
fuck no. Like
some veneer of like,
you know what I wish I had bought?
Togetherness.
I found the perfect weapon for me, and I didn't buy it.
Is it like a big titty Warhammer?
No.
Oh.
It was a rubber Lucille bat that you got for some reason. Those rubber Lucille bats that they were selling at like the Halloween stores this year, them motherfuckers had heft. They were actually kind of heavy. And they're still padded to shit, but it's not pussy foam. It's not going to break anyone's... If you hit hard enough, you might break someone's nose, but you probably aren't. You know what I mean? Like, but if you hit someone with it, they were going to feel it.
Right.
You know, you weren't going to break anything, but they were going to feel it. And I was like, oh man, this is perfect. And I didn't buy it. I don't know what I was thinking that day.
I know what you were thinking. This is a great start, but it's only the fucking beginnings of a great plan.
I need, hell,
You
man.
You need to get yourself one of them Louisville Sluggers to start wrapping barbed wire around that.
Dude, come on.
What?
Look, I needed I should have got my
this
first
is
level.
War, gentlemen.
I should have gotten my first. Why didn't I pick up my level 1 weapon? Come on. There were character class. I could have gotten job experience points for that thing. And then I eventually turn it in. You get the wooden bat, then you get the metal one. It upgrades. You take it to the weaponsmith, and he gives you a better one. All starts with that first weapon, man.
It does. And you both wash your ass and survive the X-apocalypse. So that was my teenage brother, but I feel so bad for upcoming generation of women. You know what? Upcoming generation of women, just be gay. It's not. Jack. Jack.
Look, I'm gonna say this. If
Jack, are you attracted to straight men?
If you are a guy and you cannot get laid in the future, you are in deep, deep trouble because the bar has never been lower. I have never seen a bar this low.
Oh, you're going to have to do a lot more to prove that you're worthy. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. You can't just do not even the bare minimum anymore. You got to put fucking effort into it because people aren't just going to welcome you into their fucking house because, the recent, unpleasantness.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got to put more work into it.
Tensions between genders and even the trans bathroom issue dries pussy up.
Yeah.
It always does. It always has. It always will. And you can't have that. You don't want that. You don't want that. Nobody wants that.
But that's the thing. I don't even
women don't want that.
Well, of course not, because women don't give a shit.
They would rather. They would rather feel comfortable just doing it.
Yeah.
But you put all this extra bullshit on top of it for no reason. For no reason. And I think that's what pisses me off. I was like, you don't have to do this, right?
They don't give a shit, though. Again, it's this is the thing that I've been trying to fucking educate people on. I swear to God, I've been trying to tell people for 2 fucking years. They don't care. They know it's stupid. They know they don't have to do this. They know it's illogical. They don't give a shit.
Yeah,
they have somebody they want to hurt.
Stupid.
Yeah, they have someone they want to hurt, and this person looks like somebody that you can hurt, so they're going to hurt them. There is no logic. There is no reasoning behind it. Because if there was, debate would have some value. Some.
Yeah. And I have a different message than will usually be given. Normally at about this time, the good, sensitive guy will say, well, I'm a safe person. Nah. Get a baseball bat. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Arm
Get
yourself.
something to protect yourself.
Get something to protect yourself. Seriously. Holy shit.
Yeah. And if you're the safe guy that people feel safe around.
Alison Pregler still has I still owe her a stalker beating.
Not for her, obviously.
Well, no, I'm not gonna her. I mean, it's just basically if you come up to me and say this guy's giving me trouble,
okay,
and you don't mind if his legs bend the wrong way, I'll just believe you.
Yeah. Do you want them to bend from the back or from the front?
Yeah. I won't kill him, but I might make his legs bend the wrong way.
I won't intentionally kill him.
If you're okay with that happening, no questions asked.
You just point. Yeah, no, we'll eventually get off this here in a moment, but like, I no, it's now is the time of I'm going to make sure those around me are fine. And I'm not going to trust anyone that I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's time for the safe spaces for real.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
The real safe space.
Yeah, the real safe space, the one that's guarded by brute force, it's that was one of the problems that I had when people were using that in political. Well, this is a safe space. I was like, well, that's a really white thing to say, do you understand what that means? You've got to be on guard, and I don't mean emotionally or mentally. I mean physically. You have to be physically on guard. Stonewall didn't happen just because a bunch of gay people got mad.
Stonewall happened because it was the perfect fucking storm.
It was the perfect fucking storm, and there was violence being perpetrated upon people.
Yep.
That's
the story of
Stonewall, fuck yeah,
right?
I know that.
Yeah. Do you know, chat? Do you know what very important thing happened on the night of Stonewall?
Judy Garland died.
Yep.
Judy Garland died. They were playing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and cops came in. One sister had just had enough. She was crying because Judy Garland had died. She loved Wizard of Oz. Gay community had always loved Wizard of Oz.
Goddamn right we do.
Rainbow, and then no, that was it. Not while Judy's singing. Fuck this. And everyone all of a sudden was like, you know what? Yeah.
Fuck those cops.
Yeah. fuck the
pigs.
Police. Fuck the police. We're not today.
Yeah. Because remember, Stonewall was supposedly a protected joint. Protected by who? The Italian mob.
The mob. Yeah.
Yeah. And that night they didn't protect it. So they went, you know what? Fuck this.
Well, then we'll do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually talking about this last night with a relative when I was like, look, every group of people has that thing that is the thing that will just, you can't push them too far on it.
Yeah.
You push them too far on it, they're going to try to take back what you've taken. That night, that bar, it's Judy Garland.
Mm-hmm.
In America at large, it's economic mobility.
Yep.
Can I get mo money? Just the ability to accumulate wealth. Not even all that much of it. Just more than you had. Well, now we're in a position where that's somehow 50 grand a year ain't doing it no more.
Yep.
And now it's going to get worse. What is going to happen if you don't have an FDR stepping in or an Eisenhower stepping in?
The bread riots?
Yeah. You got some Russia shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
The reason we were able to stop it last time is that the government was able to bring to bear enough wealth that they could just put it back into the American economy.
Yeah.
Hey, we want highways so we can move armies around, whatever. Oh, we want bridges. Oh, we want this. Oh, we want to shore up our defenses. Oh, we need more power. Let's make a few dams, build a few nuclear power plants. Okay, that one's not so great. But You see big works and big projects, just paying people to be at their best for some function.
Yeah.
The amount of money the American tax dollars that went into the New Deal is insane.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to just what Elon Musk makes in a year.
Yeah.
Like,
we used to tax the upper 10% of this population as far as wealth. We used to tax them at a 40% tax rate. And shit was great. We went to the moon. We guaranteed every returning like GI a house or at least a college education.
Well, what we used to do is we used to tax by income bracket. 20,000, like in modern terms, it would be something close to like 20,000 or less. No taxes, probably a refund. 30,000 to 100,000, 5%. And you just keep on going until you get to that upper level of 90%, which is like, well, you're bringing in millions, buddy.
Yeah.
You're bringing in millions, and that has to be put back in. And we know that if we don't forcibly put that back in, that you'll just try to run off with it. So,
because that's what fucking capitalists do.
Yeah.
The dirty fucking pigs.
Yeah. So at some point,
Zuckerberg and fucking MSNBC are already kissing Trump's ring.
Kissing the rings. Yeah.
Capitalism and fascism are fucking hand in hand all the fucking time.
Yep. Because companies are run like fascist dictatorships.
Yeah. And also like it's whatever doesn't fuck with the money. They have no fucking morals. It's whatever keeps the money machine turning.
Yeah. And the worst part is, as you're starting to notice, that fascism is actually a terrible way of holding on to wealth.
Yeah.
It's actually a really, really bad way of doing it. That's why all the guys like Elon Musk, all of a sudden people are like, how stupid are they? I'm going to tell you, he's been dumb a long time. Because it's the move of stupid people. Because a smarter person is like, well, actually, if I don't do this, the dollar keeps its value. Mm-hmm. Not only does the number go up, but the value stays relatively the same. If we all go in on this political power, wait a minute. You got to make deals with somebody.
Yeah.
People still got to show up for work, and a slave labor force is massively inefficient.
Oh, massively. You mean forcing people to do something against their will and they don't even get a fucking paycheck out of it, no matter how measly it would have fucking been, is a bad idea.
It's a very bad idea. It's an incredibly bad idea. Oh, yeah. Another thing I want to bring up, because like we don't talk about this enough. Because we have this image of the South being like, oh, there were all these slaves, and there was the occasional revolt, and then there was the Civil War. Wrong. Slave revolts were constant. Mm-hmm. They were constant, because it's not like black people didn't fight back. The main difference between what happened to the slave revolts in the South and the ones that happened in Haiti and the Dominican Republic, Toussaint Louverture was a military strategist. Mm-hmm. That was the difference. That was the difference. Not only could he win a battle, he could win a war and establish order.
Yeah. And tell people to fuck off.
Yeah, and tell people to fuck off.
He told England, take your shit and go home.
Yeah. Get on your boats, go the fuck home. And that's just what happened. you know?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
yeah, and that's what the South didn't want. They didn't want all of these uprisings to get together and create a unified front, because if they did, then that would have been going from plantation to plantation and letting the motherfuckers burn. You know,
John Brown was right. He just was short-sighted.
Yeah. Yeah, you mean France?
Yeah. France, I meant France.
Sorry. Oh, you meant, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it's Haiti.
Yeah, get your shit and go. You're done, you know.
We will continue to kill more of you if you keep coming back.
Yep. What's this trade routes? I think we control them now.
Oh, not even just we control them, like, we dare you to stop here. Like, and that's the thing, like, you gotta understand, like,
yeah, and to France's credit, they started. It took a while, but they started to play ball.
Yeah,
you know, because Dominican Republic in Haiti knew that they couldn't live without European trade. It was just all a matter who's in control of it, who points the guns at who in order to protect property rights.
Because they're also like, well, we could just trade with England.
Yeah,
England solved this whole the slavery problem real early. Y'all can get on this plan too.
Like, yeah. Remember FDIC? Oh, geez, yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
But here's the thing, and I know right now there's a lot of uncomfortable anxiety, and I wish I could tell people, like, don't worry, everything's gonna be all right. Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
But this too shall pass.
Well, one of the
through this together as a community. We will get through this together as a group of people, so long as we decide right now what our hard lines are. And you're not gonna win every time on what your hard lines are.
No.
You're gonna lose at some
point. There's gonna be a lot of loss. But I mean,
you have to.
It's countdown until a war. Not necessarily a civil war, but a war.
Yeah.
You know, think like Vietnam. I mean, what's really most likely is that we intervene in the Middle East on behalf of somebody, and we get ourselves in another Vietnam.
Yep.
You know, that's the most likely outcome. You know,
or we try some shit with one of our other border countries.
That wouldn't go as well.
Oh, absolutely not.
That wouldn't go as well. Like, that's several degrees worse.
Yeah.
Like, as I said, like, I would not want. I would not want to challenge Mexico.
Or Canada. Yeah. I mean, holy shit. But that doesn't mean it won't happen. Or
it doesn't mean it won't happen. But I'm like, wow.
Flashman, for
like,
me,
you do not want NATO turning on the United States.
No, you don't. Or the EU for that matter. Flashman, for me, it's not anxiety so much as to start a permanent estrangement
from my family. Oh, yeah.
Hey, folks. Let me tell you about this concept called found family.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
pretty awesome.
You know how you're like, man, family sucks. You're right. It does. But you know what doesn't suck? Finding people around you that love you for you and want to spend time with you for who you are, not who they think you are.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's going to be really hard. I'm going to have to go meet people. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to meet people, and more than just online. That's gonna be the hard part. And I don't mean that just, oh, you got to get off your millennial asses and get offline. I mean, no, it's literally harder to do that now.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about, like, back in ye 90s, like long ago in a galaxy far, far away, like 2 blocks away and 30 years ago. There were joints where you would just hang out during the day, like a coffee shop, and not one of these little cozy, like teeny. No, I mean like a big place. Like you go up to the bar and you're like, "Yo, give me my fucking give me a fucking espresso," and there would be 3 or 4 of these larger places in the area, and you had your spot. You had your spot because that's where the people that you liked hung out. And that's how you met more people. You would go to the goth club or whatever, and that's how you met people. These things are harder now. Those communities are smaller. The clubs are closed. And they don't have these big, like, hangout drunk. Fuck, you can't even hang out at Starbucks anymore.
They kick you out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, people don't hang out anymore.
That's why you need to create your own third place.
Yeah, but where to start? See, that's why
my house.
Like, fair. I've done that. It's very hard. I wish I had a bigger place. If I had a bigger place, I know it would be way easier. To just say, yeah, just come over. Yeah, knock on the door. Concept. I come from a world where it wasn't unusual for someone to just knock on your door and say, "Hey, I was in the neighborhood." No texting, just knock on the fucking door. Now,
granted, that's a little bit more dangerous now, but.
Well, yeah, I mean, these were people who knew me, right?
Yeah.
That's what made it so easy. Yeah, see, Kingdom Creep, my local kink group has been great for socializing. Oh yeah. Yeah, bondage and S&M groups, holy shit, yeah. Good stuff. Skate parks. No, skate parks are good. Local coffee places are okay. Like, I wish skate parks are great, but every time I go to a skate park, I'm still like, it still only attracts a very specific segment. Skate punks. Yeah. We need a place where it's any punks. Shit like that. And there are a couple of places like that out in Oakland. But those are harder for me to get there. I gotta plan a 20 to 40 minute fucking car drive in order for me to do that.
But that's the thing. It's like, you have to fucking seek people out.
Yeah. It's like I said, harder now.
It's time to get off. Look, Danny the Street has been a home.
Oh yeah,
for many of us.
Oh yes.
It's time to create our own Danny.
Gotta take that show on the road. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like, no, if I had money, I'd invest in underground events. And just be like, no, have some money. I want my cut of the profits. If I don't get my cut of the profits, then I'm going to want to see how we're operating at a loss. And if you don't do that, I'm going to get persnickety because I need this thing to last. And it's not going to last unless we're making some kind of profit. Don't even need to be a lot. Just needs to be able to pay for itself.
Yeah. what someone's asking for my
And
advice,
I'm willing to do the 5-10 year like projection on that too, you know, so it doesn't need to make money immediately. Just like,
fuck that noise. Everything needs to make money. Some places just need to be.
Yeah. I just want it to make money so that its existence doesn't rest on too few shoulders.
Yeah.
You know.
Someone asking about like advice for they're diabetic and worried they might not get their insulin. I would, if you can, stock up. Just like if you're trans and you have hormones, I would suggest trying to figure out a way to stock up. I hate that I have to say that.
Yeah. I will say this though. The chances of you not being able to get insulin, period, are actually really low.
Yeah.
Chances of it going up in price are a little high though. That's
capitalism, baby.
That's what's going to happen, in my opinion, because the companies make so much money on insulin. They're not going to take that. They're not going to take RFK's bullshit lying down.
No,
they have too much to lose. They have too much to lose.
Yeah, I don't think RFK is going to make it a year.
I hope not. I mean, he might be crazy enough to last a lot longer. You know, because the guy's nuts. Like, he might not actually know when things are working against him. He might just be like.
But the problem is that the people that are in charge of Trump will let him know.
Yeah,
and then that'll be in Bobby FK.
Yeah. Like basically, you're like a pharmaceutical company will just slip Trump like several $1 million to get rid of this guy.
They'll show Trump video evidence of the JFK assassination from a different angle, and
he'll probably buy it too. Yeah, he'll probably buy it too. Like, you know.
But yeah, find your faith in those around you. Find your people.
Yeah. Live in a podunk town in a desert. There are a few places to hang out. Teenagers hate it out here.
Punks live in podunk towns.
Yeah. Punks do live in podunk towns, but like, yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, but like, I hate to use this example, but it's like Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's Death Stranding about? Well, what it's really about is reconnecting people on a massive scale. Through a bunch of people doing small things and eventually hitting a critical mass. That is real.
Mm-hmm.
That will happen if enough people are working on it. And it's not going to need to be in comparison all that much.
Yeah.
20 people in a location can get it done. You know, but you gotta stay focused on it. You're gonna have to stay focused on it for a little bit because it ain't gonna run itself. Not gonna be in a position to run itself unmonitored for a while. You know, there's a lot of and there are also a lot of underground rules. You know, gray market rules. You know, hey, what's the cost of doing this really? You know, is it going to be, what is it going to be? Are we talking jail time, or are we talking you need a donation to the police retirement fund? You know, what's it going to be? What can I do for you?
Right. Also, another tip from old internet. If there's a spot that is doing cool shit, stop blowing up the spot. You found it. You get to enjoy it.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
Word of mouth. Word, like literal, your voice to someone else's ear.
Yeah.
You know,
Do not
no
post
Instagram bullshit. Like the one place that can kind of get away with that is Los Angeles. And that's because everything is so on Instagram. There's so much noise that you're going to have to do the word of mouth thing anyway on top of the Instagram thing. But if you're like in any other town, and I mean like any other town, no, your voice to their ear. And that's it. That's it. You know, hey, there's a thing going on. How do hangout joints happen? Hey, I hear there's a thing going on over here. You want to check it out? You know, or I checked it out. It's pretty cool. Why don't you come over? You know? Yeah, too many snitches for fame. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta, gotta learn to keep it on the DL a little bit. You know, hide from the normies a bit. I hate using that word, but like, I don't know what else to call it. You know, it's like, hide it from the normies a bit. You know, fuck them.
It's the new vernacular. I think they used to be called the squares.
The squares, the mundanes, you know, all that shit. But
yuppies.
Yuppies. Like, the normies don't need to fucking know.
No.
You know.
No. Yeah. And honestly, like, that's what, after this election, that's what's kind of giving me hope, is I feel like people are starting to learn that lesson again of, not that you have to hide it, but you don't have to fucking beg for these people's acceptance.
No, you don't need them.
Or love.
No, you don't need them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Don't need them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, scary. Man.
Scary, but like...
Scary, but fuck them anyway.
Yeah, like, it's scary, but like, we all knew this day was coming.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we all kind of knew that there was going to be a moment where, like,
Flashman's like, bring back the term Mondays. Oh, dude. Okay, so I keep thinking of this one Pro-Zed video, and it goes a little something like this. All right, now we must hide magic from the muggles, Harry. But why, Professor Dumbledore? We could use magic to help muggles. Because, Harry, the muggles can eat my ass. I'm like, no, I'm on that trip right now. Because the muggles can eat my ass. You know.
There's a little dosing here. All that stuff is like 45 minutes away in the city where barely... Go to that fucking city.
Go. Yeah, like, here's the thing. Back when I was a teenager, now this is a little harder as you get older because you run out of energy, but I would drive 45 minutes at least twice a week in order to hang out at the spot, you know, whatever it happened to be during that period of time, you know, because the closest city to me was Washington, D.C., and you got that Beltway traffic.
Yeah. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that shit sucks. And that Beltway's huge, man. Like, that thing is insane.
It's huge, and everyone uses it, so therefore it sucks.
Yeah. The other thing is, I don't care. After fucking dealing with the Beltway, when I drive around LA, I'm like, I don't know what everyone's complaining about, man. I can at least get there. Oh, yeah, but it takes an additional 20 to 40 minutes. I was like, is that all? But I'll get there, right? Like, I can plan for that, right? Like, fucking, you know, you plan for on the Beltway, standing around. Who knows when this is going to get fixed? Like, can we go now? I'm just trying to get to White Flint, baby. Like, come on. I need to go to Wizards Game Store and pick up a new Vampire manual. You know? I don't got all the time in the world, and I got less patience for this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know? You're in Jacksonville. Oh.
There are cool people.
There are places. I'm assuming you mean Jacksonville, Florida. There are places in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
You know, you can find a spot. It might be a little hard to find, but I guarantee you it's there. You know, now if you mean Jacksonville, Georgia, okay, fair enough.
Atlanta's right there.
Well, I mean, theoretically, have you ever tried to drive in Georgia? Have you ever?
Yes, I love it.
Fucking Georgia, trying to get into or out of Atlanta is a nightmare.
Yes, but you know what? It's gridlock traffic that's going 85 miles an hour. You just got to be in your lane. There is no lane changing. You just got to be in your lane.
Yep. Well, I also like realize that I gotta start doing shows again.
Yeah.
I gotta start doing shows again. You know, I miss a trash film orgy too. I miss that. That was a lot of fun. You know,
and see, that's the reason why I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, I'm not saying it's an overall good thing. I'm not even going to say it's a majority good thing, but there is something that's going to be beautiful that comes from this. I feel like it's going to be they're going to reach out for some type of connection, because a lot of us woke up on November 5th going, I don't know what this country is anymore. I did. I did. I literally, I think there is a text exchange between me and Jack where it's like, what the fuck happened? And I went, I don't know what to tell you, man. America's racist as fuck.
Yeah, super racist.
I don't know what to tell you. Like,
yeah, man, did Grunk the Smasher ever get finished? Did it ever get released? Like, Flashman's in that movie. I don't know if it was ever released. Huh.
Is there a vibe in mind for the new era? Yes. Unbridled joy. Fuck that. Whatever makes you happy, you go for it. Because you're going to need
trash film.
And be unapologetically happy. If someone tells you, like, if someone tells you that you shouldn't celebrate who you are, fuck them, tell them to kiss your ass, and get on that fucking dance floor.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Where the fuck is... Was this year or last year? Oh, I don't even know anymore. There's gotta be... I don't know what the vibe is going to be for the new era. You can only find it. You can't make it happen. You can only find it.
True.
You know, you have a better shot at just finding it. The vibe of the new Jack reviews more. Well, that's maybe like. There is a movie that me and Horg. Well, here's what the first step is. Me and Horg are gonna try writing together again.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and we're gonna see. We got some movies that we're gonna check out. He's gonna finish the one he's currently working on first. And then we're gonna figure out what the next movie review is, most likely for Blood Splattered Cinema. And we're gonna write that one together. Because I'm now at the point of Babylon where I think I can handle writing two things at once. Because
it would be nice for you, at least it would be for me, to have something else to do that's not Babylon.
Yeah. Like I need a bit of a break. I need a bit of a break because I love it, but Why don't I just have all the money? Dude,
Because,
I don't even need all the money.
Because
$5
you were
grand.
born,
$5 grand right now make all the difference.
Because you didn't win the genetic lottery.
I didn't.
That's why.
Oh, I won the genetic lottery. I didn't win the money. I didn't win the lottery. The money lottery.
That's what I meant by the genetic lottery.
Mm.
You weren't born into the correct family, so therefore you have to experience generational poverty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, luckily I'll never be too broke.
Right.
But man.
I'm broke with a house around me.
Yeah. Hey. So, what'd you think of that Street Trash?
I haven't watched Street Trash yet because
John, you gotta get on it.
I got outvoted. Because they wanted to watch The Substance instead.
You'd already seen it though, right?
Not yet. It was on the list, but I haven't
what did you think? I mean, if there is a movie that you're going to see before Street Trash, like The Substance is one of them, one of very few.
It felt like I was watching a David Lynch style production with Cronenberg rules for gore.
And it turned into a Gwar concert at the end.
Well, okay, so my interpretation of what that movie is about is, and I'm pretty sure like it's the base one that almost everyone gets.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, is the pursuit of everlasting beauty and everlasting fame turns you into a monster.
Yeah, because what you really wanted was self-acceptance. That's what you needed.
Yeah. And like, I've seen people say that like Demi Moore is supposed to be like she may be the protagonist, but some people have said like she's the hero. I've seen people completely get this movie wrong, where like they act like Demi Moore's the.
You can't put this in hero villain terms, man. It ain't that kind of movie,
because
it's a character study,
Yeah, both like. For those of you that haven't seen The Substance, please go watch it.
Oh yeah,
but I am going to spoil.
It is a movie all about worrying that you're just not good enough.
Yep. And
in the end, who you really trying to impress? Dennis Quaid? That guy's a disgusting asshole.
His mouth was weird.
Yeah, I
know. Didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It was upsetting. It was upsetting. And like that director, she really knew what looked upsetting. But I loved how at the end, it basically came down to blood is funny.
Yes, eyeball boob.
It's
so good. I like that third act. I went from like,
dude, I haven't seen a turn like that since like Society, where all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck is going on? I love it.
That's exactly what I told my house after we watched it. I was like, we need to watch this with Society. This needs to be a double feature. Like that third act, I was digging the movie, but I wasn't like into it. I can understand why other people would be into it, but I wasn't into it. And then that third act came around and I went, oh.
I was enjoying the movie, and then we got to the moment right before the movie turns.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just sitting there going, please.
Yeah.
Please. Do it. do it. Do it. And then the movie delivered.
Not since Freaks have you seen something just
No.
Freaked.
Not since Freaked have we seen this shit. I'm just sitting there going like, oh my God. And every little thing that they did that was just a little cherry on a little sprinkle on top that was better, that made it even better. Like cutting the mask. That was amazing. I'm sitting there going like, that is a brilliant touch. That is awesome. Oh.
No, because every time I fucking bring it up, somebody wants to watch some other shitty fucking movie. No, I haven't seen. I saw the TV glow because I haven't been emotionally prepared for that.
Oh,
either.
That one's rough.
Yeah,
like, that one is rough. If you are queer or have any sort of some sort of like non-conforming gender identity, like that movie will fuck you up, because it is. The director was asked, why doesn't the movie have a happy ending? And she said, because we're not there yet.
Yeah.
It's real good. It's a really good movie. You know, that's one of those like low budget films that like changes your life, man. You know, like that movie is so good. And I was with it 100% of the way. It's a little slow because it's supposed to be like it's kind of, I don't know how to. It's got a little bit of that Ghostland vibe, but from someone who actually like lived it. You know, as opposed to not a tourist. Not a tourist. Like, I mean, Daniel Clowes is a bit of a tourist on that. But this director was like, oh no, you lived this. You lived it. You know exactly. Yeah, no, it's right out of 90s gay culture, like queer culture. It's right out of it. You know. Oh yeah, being a queer person, you cry. Oh yeah, because you just sit. You're witnessing someone's pain.
But it's also your pain.
It's also your pain. So yeah, although I did feel a little bit good about myself. Not to spoil anything because you haven't seen it, but there's definitely a point where I was like, I am so glad. There's a character whose disappearance affects the plot.
Right. I know that much.
Yeah.
I don't know who the character is.
Yeah. But it was one of those. Oh, that was me. I was the one who disappeared. I was the one who went off to like the land of Oz. You know.
You too, huh?
Yeah. I ran off to the land of Oz and occasionally tried to come back and be like, hey man, you don't have to do this. You know, the somewhere over the rainbow is like right over there. You know, you can get in the car, I could drive you. You know, but you gotta say yes. You gotta get in the car. You know, you got to be willing to leave all this behind and prepare to have your life changed. You know, like
utterly and completely.
Like, I've always been worried about, well, what would happen if that time came for me and I said no, not realizing, wait, that already did happen, and I did that back in 95. Man, you just think everything is normal. You know, like don't you just always think everything's normal when it's from your own perspective?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I have to stay here. Why? I have to, okay?
Yeah. And you were in that position for a while.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, you're in that position for a while because you didn't see the out, and then you saw it, and you were like, "Wait, where am I again?"
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
Yeah, it took like me coming out and then me being the target of a lot of like homophobia.
Oh yeah.
And my friends being targets of homophobia, and just kind of looking around going like, I have no one, or more appropriately, I have very few people around me that I implicitly trust. And I just trust, but like want to be around. And I hate this place.
Yeah.
I need change.
Yeah.
And I need change
Yeah.
now. Like,
yeah.
and
Who can you call when the chips are really down?
yeah.
You know, like who will be there when the chips are really down and you know things are really bad? You know, that's the real community. Like I always hated that word because when people used it, particularly online, it was this kind of bullshit concept of community, and I was like, nah,
well, they don't know what the fuck it means.
Yeah, because it's like, oh no, we're talking about who shows up, you know, who shows up when the chips are down, you know, who helps you out, no questions asked, you know, and you could put intellectual barriers between you and that. It's like, well, I mean, you know, blah, 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 blah. Stop. Sometimes what you need is someone who's just going to show up, you know? So many times I've you know, like, I never regretted that video where I was like, nah, if someone's suffering on the other side and you think they're going to kill yourself, break the door down.
Yeah.
Literally break the door down. It's a door.
I've done it.
Yeah. You know, and occasionally I still get like someone going like, no, that really helped. That I literally had to do that. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes you do. Yeah, sometimes
you need to go to your friend and go, hey man.
That's the humanity, you know?
Yeah. No, sometimes you need to go to your friend and go, hey man, I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks. What the fuck is up?
Yeah. How you doing? How's it going? What's going on here?
Not even that. No, what the fuck is up? It's like, oh, you know, no, I don't fucking know. And I don't like the fact that you're isolating yourself because you feel fucking bad. What the fuck is up?
It's easier to do that between males because we know there is this weird thing. You know how there's like girl communication? There is also guy communication. Like that joke with two guys who are arguing, but they're just saying dude. Okay, you got a point there. You know, like, no. There actually is. The joke is that there is actually something being communicated there.
Well, again, a lot of toxic masculinity has told us that men's job is to suffer in silence. So
fuck that.
I agree, but like, unfortunately, there's a lot of guys out there that do that, and they don't have someone like me or you to go, hey, I saw you like looking like the puppy who got kicked. What the fuck's up?
Yeah. Did you get raped by the dog next door? What's happening?
Yeah, and then like the key part of that is to listen.
Yes.
Actually listen. Not like sit there and wait for your moment to talk. actively sit there and listen to what they're going to tell you.
Yeah.
Because guys don't open up. Guys don't open up.
It takes a while.
Well, we're a bunch of sick puppies that had that shit beaten out of us. Don't fucking cry.
Yeah.
Tell me
it's one of the things I really appreciated about Queens.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
No hold back there.
No. Don't ever ask a queen what their opinion is.
What do you think? Well,
Well.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
Oh shit. Well, I'm in it now. I don't even know what's going on, but now I'm a part of it.
What do you think of my new boyfriend? Well,
honey, I have never seen a woman work as hard as you do for only 4 inches of cock.
Bitch, I have stilettos that are bigger than him.
I have stilettos that are bigger than that. I hope he can reach your molars. Yeah, no holding back there. That's the power. That's because they have the power.
Yes,
they're the master of 2 worlds. They have seen the masculine, the feminine in their barest form, and they wield the power.
The power of cunt.
The power of cunt. Yeah. It's.
Oh yeah. Don't ask John Waters or any gay person their opinion. You will get it.
Oh, dude, that's why I gotta ask.
Exactly.
I always gotta ask. It's like, I want to know. You gotta tell me.
Yeah, no, I'm the same fucking way. Because they give you warnings every fucking time. Honey, you don't know.
Oh, and the more warnings you know, the better it is. The better
honey,
it is.
Honey, are you happy? Well, I don't care about being happy. I want to know what you think. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Okay, that's level 1. It's like, well, now we're gonna ask again.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Ooh, 2 of them. Ooh, okay, now we're getting in deep. Are you sure? 3? Oh shit. This is going to be Book of Revelations shit going on here tonight.
As I want to say, usually after the second time I say, are you sure? Do you want nice or do you want to be honest with you?
Ooh. See, that's like 2.5. That's 2. It's better than 2, but it's not quite apocalyptic,
Yeah. It's like, don't ask me my opinion unless you ask
3 is like, do I need to be strapped? Do I need to be strapped to hear this? Just if I need to arm myself, maybe I'm not ready,
Because even beyond Queens, we both had that conversation with either a roommate or a friend where we locked them in a bedroom and then we stood there and we were like, all right, I don't know what the fuck you see in this person, but I need to tell you what we see in this person. But I love them. Then you're an idiot.
When you ask someone what you see in a person, when you have to ask that question, because as I have many times, there is one word that just kind of says everything. Well. And I'm like, it's like, well, okay, stop right there. Stop right there. You don't have to say anything more. It's a terrible relationship. You need to leave.
Well,
oh no, another one?
Well, I'm not one to judge
people
for how they look, but when someone has that many stars tattooed on their face, I mean, and you're not looking for that type of relationship. What do you? I love her. Again, you're an idiot.
As a friend of mine once said, I almost asked her to marry me. That's how I knew she was no good.
I have a friend named Karg who I tell him that's his thing. He's like, "Oh man, I almost married this girl," and I'm like, "Dude, you're thinking about proposing to a girl that you're into. you want to rethink that real quick." Look at you.
Yeah.
Do you trust your judgment?
Oh my God.
I've seen the strange you've pulled, and it's not good. You hurt yourself a lot sometimes.
Yeah. Shit, what was the vampire movie with the trans people at the Roadhouse? Oh fuck. Film
Twilight.
Brands at Roadhouse.
My Little Vampire.
No, not Harper Steele. What are you fucking talking about?
Drop Dead Fred.
Let's see.
The Care Bear film.
Drag Queens Vampires at Roadhouse. Drag Queen Slay. That was it.
Yeah.
Slay.
Slay's really good.
Got it.
Slay's really good.
Yeah.
Slay's really good if you're around people that watch RuPaul.
Oh yeah. 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 I kind of want to. Here's a funny thing. I want to see what movie the Boulet brothers produce.
Jack, you speaking my language.
I know. I'm like, no, I gotta see that. I want to see that. Maybe we'll find out one day. I would love that to be the case.
The thing is like, I don't know what direction they would go. That's the most intriguing part.
As long as they picked a direction, I think it would be fine.
Yeah, as long as they pick a direction, that's great. But yeah, I don't know.
Like the Onyx the Fortuitous guy. I think his actual name is Andrew Bowser. Mm-hmm. He's doing a short film, like a 30-minute film. I think it's called oh God. Nix the Fortuitous Frankenstein. He's doing like a Frankenstein movie, but it's called not the Talisman of Souls. That's the movie he did make. He's doing one that has to do with Frankenstein chicks. Onyx the Fortuitous Frankenstein cast. Maybe this will. No, it's still Talisman of Souls shit. Hold on. Kickstarter. Frank. Maybe if I just put in Franken. No.
He's remaking Frankenhooker?
Not quite, but. Oh, is it just called Frankenbabes?
That sounds. Hold on. Frankenbabes.
Frankenbabes. Support Frankenbabes now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I ran a successful Kickstarter campaign to bring to life the horror comedy feature Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls. That film premiered at Sundance 2023 and was released in theaters, on physical media, and on streaming outlets in 2024. Now I'm back on Kickstarter with a new project, but this time, we've already shot it. It's a short film entitled Frankenbabes from Beyond the Grave.
Frankenbabes from Beyond the Grave.
I wanted to make something that showcased the technical skills of my department heads from Onyx. We had Dan Adlerstein shooting, Eric Zapata leading FX makeup, Lauren St. Laurent creating our wardrobe, and Mike Gallagher, Matt Mahaffey, and Letitia Wolf heading up music and sound. I also wanted to make something that let me go a little more berserk behind the camera and allow me to dial in my Sam Raimi meets Tim Burton style even further. I wrote and directed the film, and the talented cast already ran a successful crowdfunding campaign to get the film shot and in the can, along with the colorful talent that plays the Frankenbabes. The short also features Jimmy Simpson from Westworld and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and Dana Ashbrook from Twin Peaks. The movie is now nearly done, but it's still in need of sound design, color, score, and VFX to get it over the finish line to play film festivals in the new year. This is where you come in.
Here come the Franken babes, the mega babes from beyond the grave.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Franken Babes from Beyond the Grave. He's currently kickstartering the post-production. You should all check it out. Looks promising. I like the look of it. It's nice to see.
Is this
someone
what it feels like? I was about to say, is this what it feels like to watch someone who actually is a filmmaker make a movie?
Yes.
Oh man, that's gotta be a strange feeling for you.
What do you mean? Oh, fuck you. You give me
I wasn't
shit.
referring to no. I'm referring, to that guy that wears
Oh. Yeah. Like, man, like making movies hard, man. It's difficult.
It is incredibly difficult. I wish more people knew how hard it was.
Yeah, I recommend everyone. Is Frankenbabes a sequel to Frankenhooker? I don't think so.
No,
However, Street Trash is a sequel to Street Trash.
It's named the same.
Yeah, but the Frank Krueger Street Trash is technically a sequel to the first one.
But why didn't they call it Street Trash 2?
I don't know.
That's going to be really confusing on the video rental show.
Yeah, it's going to be a little confusing on the video rental. But trust me, you're not going to be disappointed no matter which one you get.
Unlike Jack Frost.
Well, yeah. Like, because you could have been like, hey, Killer Snowman movie. What's Michael Keaton doing here? Motherfucker.
Why is Michael Keaton doing a bad Bruce Willis impression? Bitch, tell me I'm wrong.
Because Bruce Willis said no. That's why.
Exactly. And Michael Keaton was looking to make a payment.
Street Trash here. That guy with the glasses. Well, like, look. I would have
3.5 hours for a fucking movie. You get the fuck over yourself.
I would have loved to have done I had my idea. I had my idea. My idea.
Was it Return of the Living Dead?
It was Return of the Living Dead with Lovecraft monsters.
Distinct.
Yeah. Like the opening scene. The opening scene was me and Horror Guru busting into Ask Lovecraft's study. And beating him up, and you're trying to figure out why we're beating him up. And then Horror Guru the shotgun accidentally goes off in Horror Guru's hand, or accidentally goes off in his hands, and we watch as like Liam's head like is blown off in shadow and falls over, and then you see in the shadow stands back up, these tentacles sprout up, and then his body with these tentacles coming out of his head goes towards the camera, and then it's like me holding the shotgun, basically saying the line, which would be the title of the movie, or something close to it. But it was totally like supposed to be like the Frighteners, go to hell, explosion title sequence. And it was literally just, and after that it was basically Return of the Living Dead, a bunch of people in X environment running away from monsters and they are slowly turning into monsters. I didn't have an ending. That was the big thing that I was always thinking about. It's like, what could the ending be? Because we knew it had to be an ending where it's like the movie escapes and just completely loses its mind. Like, that's actually probably what I would have done, which is just like, no, at some point, the movie is going to break the fourth wall. It's going to not only break the fourth wall, it's going to set on fire and piss on it.
You can have like a scene where like someone runs to a room, opens it, closes the door, and like there's Mayor Lovecraft. He's a mayor. That's weird.
He's a mayor now, I know, right?
But Mayor Lovecraft is sitting there reading a book and closes it. And
Lehman, I think I said that. I think I called him Liam. His name is Lehman.
Lehman, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guy still.
Oh yeah.
But just having reading a book and then like the person be like, what the hell was all that? And like having, instead of being asked, the character asked Lovecraft, have him be actual H.P. Lovecraft. And that's the thing that sparks all of his fucking horrors. And that's what sparks the Lovecraftian mythos. Do the bootstrap Bill Beethoven thing, where it's like you created your own Beethoven.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, like because
cinema.
And because Lehman knew Conrad Berkschneider.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted him to have a cameo. And if you don't know who Conrad Berkschneider is, all I have to do is say one line. Do you read Sutter Kane?
Do you read Dean Koontz?
Dean Koontz. No! Ah! Get that shit away from me.
James Patterson's the #1 author. Oh God, we're in the worst spot ever.
Yeah, and
Miskatonic University? No, the book aisle of Walmart.
Well, like one of the other major characters, one of the other major supporting characters in the movie was going to be the Obscure. He was going to be like an ice cream salesman. He was like
I miss that guy.
Yeah. He's going to be like driving an ice cream van. It's like, would you like a rocket pop? Looks like a dog's dick.
Do you sell drugs? You a cop?
We don't sell. We're looking for ice cream. Yeah, we got all kinds of ice cream here. We're looking for really good ice cream. Y'all fucking cops.
I got this shit from the real Neapolitan.
Yeah. Neapolitan. Nobody orders the Neapolitan.
I haven't heard that shit since Carter.
Carter administration. Here you go.
Don't do it all at once.
Oh my God.
Character. That was, again, there were some really good characters that came out of that bullshit.
Oh yeah. I really feel like what I thought was really too bad is there actually was like a huge amount of talent right at your fingertips right there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very hard, and it was Doug's to tap into.
Doug didn't want to tap into it.
Yeah, I know. That was the problem. It was like, no, dude, like you really could, for lack of a better way of putting it, like you really could be the Kermit the Frog of this thing. You really could have an SNL or a Muppet Show on your hands. You
can be the Jim Henson and allow us to do weird shit.
Yeah. And everyone will still give you give you the credit.
Yeah.
Like everyone else just happy to be here. That's what's so, you don't know how powerful that is.
For real. But that's the thing. He wanted it all for himself. And I say this, not even knowing the man, never interacting with him, but just based on the fact the guy made a 3.5 hour fan film about himself.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
No, that's called obsessive, Jack. That's called narcissistic. No, I'm sorry, Jack. In what fucking world do you think you can make a 3.5 hour video based on you, Guru, Yogi, me, like this little fucking?
Well, first of all, it would be a trilogy.
Of course,
I wouldn't waste everyone's time all at once.
Right? Yeah, you sell that shit in installments.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. There was Friday the 13th picks didn't start making fucking money until the 5th. By that point, we had him by the fucking tits.
But we had by the tits, baby.
Fucking, but no one knew who fucking Freddy Krueger was until we did that third one.
Balls Blitzer production. You know? Oh my God.
Recommend any writers that take commission? Because
50 Foot Mummy? No, write it.
Yeah,
no, you write it.
It's your idea.
Your idea. You write it.
Because only you know how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. Only cute little cat girl can write the 50 Foot Mummy movie.
Yeah.
Or short story or whatever form it takes.
50 Foot Mummy.
50 Foot Mummy. Now I'm kind of curious, like, look, it can't be much worse than like the Beast of Yucca Flats is all I'm saying.
True.
That one's pretty bad.
But you could also write your Frankie Frico.
Yeah, it could be a Frankie Frico, that ain't hay,
I watched y'all's review, and the minute you're like, yeah, Frankie Frico reminds me of me, I was like, yeah, no shit, Jack, look at him.
Hey.
Literally, my first thought was, someone made a fucking movie about Jack as a puppet?
Show him a cross.
And then I saw, like, from the creators of Psycho Gorman, and I went, all right, I'm in.
Yeah. I do not care for hunky boys. Or do I?
No, my hunky
boys. I'm like, no, that was the moment the movie was made.
That movie's fucking soundtrack. I still have that shit on my Spotify.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
I get a fucking kick when I'm over here like, I'm the heckin' best. Yeah. Better all the rest. Yeah. So freak out. I'm like, that movie scratches some itches that I didn't know that a movie created in this time could.
Yeah. Oh God, what was that other movie? There was another movie I saw. It wasn't street trash, but I was like, John should see this. He'll appreciate it. See, it was street trash, which was amazing.
It's street trash. I mean, I've seen the original, so
yeah. This fulfills some of the promises left on the floor of the original film.
All right. Because I love that first movie.
Oh yeah. Not denigrating the original, not denigrating the OG. This one just goes a bit farther.
It's kind of like the Evil Dead 2.
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Actually, it's a perfect way of putting it. Like it's the Evil Dead 2 of the street trash movies.
All right, we're gonna watch the Evil Dead series. We're gonna watch the second movie, and then we're gonna go to Army of Darkness. Should we watch Evil Dead 1? No, Evil Dead 2 is the same movie, better. How am I wrong?
What was
Crazy House?
God? What was it?
No, we talked about Crazy House.
Crazy House. That was it. Yeah.
Oh, was that it? Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
So that was the movie I got outvoted on for substance. Like, because I said, look, this one, I'm that person that's like, all right, we're about to go in some weird shit, and I'm gonna need you to be really cool with it.
Yeah, no. Crazy House opened my eyes to possibilities I did not know existed.
I love when movies do that.
Dude, this nothing can prepare you for what that movie actually does.
I watched the trailer for it.
No.
And I was like,
no, it does not prepare you. You think
literally...
you know where that movie is going. And here's the thing. If you take it plot point by plot point, you can absolutely predict all those plot points.
True.
But everything else about the movie is unpredictable.
Yeah, I can put in directions from where I live to where you live. I'll know where I'm heading. It's the shit in the middle that I'm a little fuzzy about.
Yeah. At the beginning of the movie, you have a really good idea where the movie's going to end up.
Right.
But it's all that other shit that happens that is story and not plot.
Good. Because I really hate that movie making has now turned into we have to shock the audience or we have to hit them with the twist. Fuck that noise. Make a predictable movie that has how it's gonna fucking end,
in
how
an
it's gonna go
unpredictable way.
Yeah.
Like, it's very rare that you can do both. Like, one movie that did both, I think, was The Greasy Strangler. Like, I had no idea where we were going. I was just I'm just like, at no point could I predict what the next thing was going to be.
Yeah, you're on a roller coaster. You know where the track's heading. But every fucking time you turn a corner, something happens. That you're just like, oh dear God, what are we doing? What is this? What is this?
Yeah. And you are not the same getting off that ride as when you got on.
No,
that person is gone. It has been obliterated.
You either get off that ride throwing up, or you get off that ride going, I want to go again.
Yes. Possibly both. Have you seen Strange Darling yet? Acid thought.
I have not, but this movie also looks like some shit that'd be right at my goddamn
that movie is very unpredictable.
Good.
Like, the whole movie is told out of order specifically, so your opinion of what you just saw changes with each scene.
It's like that.
What?
I love movies like that. I know not everyone likes Irreversible for very valid reasons, but that movie starts off with you thinking you know who are the good guys, and then by the end of that movie, nobody is fucking good.
Nobody's a good guy. Yeah. This, you should just see the movie.
All right.
You should just see the movie. It's really good. Yeah. Cuckoo was also really good.
I've heard good things about Cuckoo. I haven't gotten around to seeing it yet.
The only I saw Cuckoo and Longlegs the same week.
Longlegs is a fucking movie.
That's a movie.
That's a fucking movie.
Daddy! Mommy! Unmake me! Damn, Nicolas Cage. Damn, Nicolas Cage. Man.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Gender confused Nicolas Cage is terrifying.
Kind of hot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. I was like, I'm enthralled by you, and I'm also scared by you.
Yeah. No, he's great.
Mommy?
The funny thing
Daddy?
was,
Unmake me.
I didn't even recognize Kiernan Shipka when she shows up in that movie.
For real. I was like, who is this fucking Sabrina the Witch looking motherfucker?
Oh!
It's Sabrina.
It's her. It's actually Kiernan Shipka. Oh, that's right. This movie was done by the same guy who did Blackcoat's Daughter. So yeah, no, Kiernan Shipka, apparently your character actress for a girl who worships Satan.
A Could be worse.
Hey, could be way worse. Could be way worse.
You could be making those pure flicks.
I think that there is a father-daughter comedy with Tom Ellis and Kiernan Shipka that needs to be made.
Ooh. Yeah. 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 And Tom Atkinson shows up in it.
And Tom Atkins shows up. Yeah, just somehow. Like he can be a cop, he can be an angry dad, he can be an angry dad who is a cop, you know, it doesn't matter.
He could be an ex-cop that's now like a Bible salesman.
Yeah.
Whatever
There's only one stipulation. He's got to have his mustache.
I mean, you can't have Tom Atkins without the mustache.
No, he's less powerful without it. Like, you know, like
he is.
think the Creep Show. He didn't have the mustache. What happened? Voodoo Doll got him, you know?
Evil bastard, you know?
Yeah.
Right. It's like the guy who plays Sam Loomis when he doesn't have the beard on. It's weird.
Yeah. 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 You know, you gotta make sure your Donald, your Donald Pleasance is like, you know, proper.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like David Carradine. Like David Carradine could that guy could just show up, right?
Yeah, he just hangs out wherever.
Yeah. You didn't even call him. He just showed up to set one day and you put him in the movie. You're not even sure if he realized he was in a movie.
It's true. I mean, usually his financial situations had him all tied up. So
yeah. But I I don't know why. There's some actors where I'm like, hell yeah, like John Carradine.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Estevez. Like, they're just some guys where I'm like, ooh, they're in the movie. Okay, this is hold on to your butts.
Mine is oh god, fuck, what's his name? He's the when Brad Dourif shows up anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Or TV series like Deadwood kicks so much ass, and it's because of fucking Ian McShane. That's the guy. Like if Ian McShane shows up in something, I'm about to be all about it. But Ian McShane and fucking Brad Dourif and fucking Deadwood is so good. If you haven't watched it and you have Max, Deadwood's 3 seasons in a movie, you can get through it pretty quickly. It's really good. Oh fuck, what movie did we watch that? Fuck. Oh, Machine Girl. The Japanese.
Yeah.
I rewatched it recently. That movie still holds up if you're like, you know, fucked up.
If you're fucked up, yeah. If you're a fucking movie mutant, hell yeah.
Because Tokyo Gore Police is on Shudder right now, and I had to go looking to see if Machine Girl was there. Yes, the Nosferatu remake is out. I imagine it's great. It's got Willem Dafoe in it, so I don't really know how it could suck. Oh, you have opinions, I could see.
Oh no, I'm just looking forward to Nosferatu.
Oh, okay.
Nosferatu. You know, I'm just looking forward to it because I'm like, what crazy shit is Bob Eggers gonna put on the screen? Are we gonna like? Is Nosferatu gonna have like a 3-tentacled dick? I hope so.
That's the way I'd write it.
Yeah, that's how you write it. That's how you write a vampire movie.
That's just part of the vampire lore. They
all Yeah, I know it comes. It comes out. I'm pretty sure it comes out the 25th. But he probably got a screener or something. You know.
Yeah. I've seen a few reviews of it that say it's good, but I don't trust reviews. So.
Oh yeah, particularly horror movies. I don't. No, I listen to my own grapevine on that shit.
No, legitimately, like that's how I pick my movies. It's like if you and fucking Guru or like someone else is like, yeah, this movie kicks ass, I'm like, gonna give it a shot. Because there's a lot of like a lot of horror fandom is finding out what your particular brand of freak is, and nobody else can, like, once you find it, you can't really explain it, and you don't share it like with other people, or at least not like you have to find people you share that fucking shit with. Like, you have to find someone that understands the term full moon quality. like when y'all describe Frankie Frico as like full moon quality, I'm in.
That's right.
Because, like, I feel like if you can't watch full moon movies, I don't know.
Are you even living?
Yeah, for real. Like, if you've never sat down and watched Demonic Toys, first off, what is it like to not have that much free time?
I know.
Like
I know.
Wait, you can't watch bad fucking movie? But it's bad. Yeah, I know. That's the way I like them. like, speaking of Bill Skarsgård, how about that Crow movie? Seems pretty good, huh? Fuck off. Did anyone have any faith in that fucking project when it got announced?
Wait, which
or was
one?
Everyone else the new one, the new Crow?
Oh, that? Oh, God, no.
Nipple tattoo Crow.
That was a bad idea. The trailer convinced me that I was right, that it was a bad idea. Reviews agreed with me, and no one whose opinion I trust liked that movie.
Because what's there a fucking like? The original Crow is a masterpiece. This Crow is a Hot Topic exclusive designer line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you know exactly what I fucking mean with that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Look, my culture's being sold to me. He's so edgy. He has, like, tattoos, and he puts up. You don't understand what made Eric Draven a compelling character. You just went full fucking edgelord.
I don't even know. Everything is so wrong, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, because you can go literally in any fucking direction if you're a fan of the original and just find something that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
That's not good.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's like with Crow City of Angels, I can at least tell you everything that's wrong with it.
Yeah.
This one looked so bad. Like, it didn't even justify its own existence. You know, it's not like, well, it's a bad movie, but.
No.
Yeah, no, it just looked like it was like, well, this looks like a lot of mid. It looks like a lot of mid that is trying to be brilliance, and it clearly isn't.
It's the weekend.
Oh, I'm sure James O'Barr got checked. I'm sure he got paid.
Yeah. Yeah, just like fucking not James Cameron. Fuck. I'm high. Halloween creator.
John Carpenter.
Yeah. John, hey John, what do you think about those new Halloween movies? Well, I'll tell you what. They decide they're gonna make one, and then I hold out my hand, and then the check appears. And then I get paid. I don't give a shit. I made them already. I made my Halloween movies. They're back there.
Yeah. I made my Halloween movie, and they are excellent. Everyone else needs to catch up, scrub.
Hey John, what about that Mars movie? You shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. They gave me they paid me $2 million and said go for it. And I was like, all right.
All right, but I'm killing Ice Cube.
I don't know why he's in this movie. I don't know why this cast is here. Fuck, I don't know why I'm here. Oh yeah, money.
There's no fucking way.
Daddy needs a new synthesizer.
There's no fucking way you're gonna get me to fucking make Ghost of Mars. Hold on, let me add a few zeros. Well, you found a fucking way.
You've answered our prayers here in Hollywood.
But funny enough, I actually enjoy Ghost of Mars. It's bad, but so is Roger Corman flicks.
Yeah. I think that's really like, no, yeah. It's bad for a John Carpenter flick. If it wasn't for John Carpenter, it would be just
much worse.
Mid. But for some reason, because it's John Carpenter, it's weirdly no, that movie's bad, man. Ghost of Mars is bad.
But they have like the hot like zombie chick who has like her tits pierced like all over.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying the movie is worthless. I'm just saying it's bad. Oh, the Countess has a new has been using a new rating system for holiday horror movies.
Oh,
yeah. Sleigh bells.
Mm-hmm.
How many sleigh bells? And if they get enough sleigh bells, it puts the axe in Xmas.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because we've been watching holiday horror movies. We found one called Silent Night, Bloody Night. Not Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Bloody Night.
Legally distinct, don't you know?
Yeah, legally distinct. And is actually a very different movie. But it's only about, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 3. And only gets one sleigh bell because it only happens on Christmas.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Come on. Even Die Hard does better than that.
Oh, yeah. I guess. This movie is just like, oh, it's just on Christmas. Sucks.
Shit.
Fuck that. You know, the original Silent Night, Deadly Night is still like the gold standard of holiday horror movies.
Have y'all watched Santa's Sleigh? Yeah.
Santa's Sleigh, actually, she gave Santa's Sleigh. She was like, all right, that movie is only about a 2, but it has 5 sleigh bells.
Okay. All right. I was about to say, they do a fucking Rankin Bass, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer homage in that movie.
Yeah. No. There's difference between quality as a film and how it succeeds as a Christmas horror movie.
Because those scales slide.
Yeah. The one where she's trying to figure out where it lies, is Christmas Evil. She's trying to figure out whether it's 4 or 5 sleigh bells. Have you ever seen Christmas Evil?
Yeah, that's the movie where like that has like the poster of like the Santa Claus, the axe like climbing out of the fucking chimney.
No.
Or is that Black Christmas?
I think that is Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, actually. Christmas Evil.
Oh, this is the Santa with the fucking switchblade.
It's the Santa with the serial killer van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the scenes. It looks pretty familiar.
Yeah. That movie is all about the last 10 seconds.
I hate movies like that.
Oh, dude, it's amazing. Like that. This is one of those movies where you're like, well, this isn't bad. Well, I mean, it is bad, but like, it's not worthless, but like kind of a standard Prowler movie, even though the guy believes he's Santa Claus. And then you get to the very end, and all of a sudden the movie becomes legend.
He actually is Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yes.
He flies away in his serial killer van, saying, good night to all, and to all, good night, as he flies to the North Pole.
All right, who had that?
That is a moment where you cannot reproduce that moment of just going, what just happened?
Well, Santa went back to the North Pole. You mean he wasn't just a crazy guy? He actually was Santa? Yeah.
Yeah. What? Imagine if the Santa Claus was with the fucking what's-his-nuts was actually about a serial killer. That's Christmas Evil, baby.
What about that first episode of Tales from the Crypt? How many sleigh bells does that get?
Oh, that gets 5.
All right.
That gets 5. That goes all the way. It has to go all the way.
Yeah. What about Die Hard? How many sleigh bells does Die Hard get? I know it's not a Christmas horror film.
Well, it's not a horror film.
No.
So I don't know, but I'll have to ask her. I would give it 4.
Okay.
I would give it 4.
Because in this house, that is a hotly debated topic of whether or not Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
I say it is.
Christmas is a cornerstone.
It's more of a Christmas movie than Lethal Weapon. I'll tell you that.
Yes. And when people say like, well, it's not a traditional Christmas movie, I look them in the fucking eye and I go, yeah, and neither is The Wizard of Oz. What does that movie have fuck all to do about Christmas?
It's got munchkins in it. Yeah, think about it now. All those midgets are dead now. That movie was made in the 30s.
And a huge chunk of them were alcoholics. Because that was a style at the time.
Does Batman Returns count as a Christmas movie?
Yes. Christmas is a central plot point of that film.
Okay.
No, think about it.
I would have to cogitate on that a little bit.
Well, think about it. Like, first off, that movie starts off with a Christmas celebration.
That's true. It's true.
There's a lot of like Carol the Bells and Danny Elfman music there. The Donald Trump stand-in Max Shrek is a greedy old Scrooge who's getting haunted by the ghost of his past because he's. Think about it. Like,
Oh, geez. Is there a holiday horror movie that takes it all the way to Mariah Carey levels?
Oh, man. That's a fucking Christmas movie.
We got to find... Yeah, I'm like, no, now I got to find one that is like, how many sleigh bells is this? Mariah Carey.
All she wants for Christmas is you.
You. Oh man, do The Substance with Mariah Carey on Christmas?
I think Mariah Carey is actually on The Substance.
I think so too. Like, that's just... That ain't natural.
That ain't right.
That ain't natural. That ain't right. If it ain't plastic surgery, it's voodoo, okay?
That's not even voodoo. You have created a contract with an old elder being.
Gremlins is definitely a Christmas movie.
Is that even a question?
Yeah, not only is it on Christmas, it's all about a Christmas gift. All sorts of mayhem on Christmas.
They have the gremlins wrapped up in tinsel and shit.
Yeah.
There's gremlins. There's gremlins getting shit faced in a bar.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
Got everything. God bless you, Joe Dante.
Joe Dante knows how to make a fucking movie. You know,
yes.
that guy knows how to make a fucking movie.
Yeah, I think that's why like Small Soldiers 2 didn't work.
Well,
didn't have Joe Dante.
Yeah. Well, and Small Soldiers is one of those Joe Dante films that like I feel like everyone calls trash, but I need to defend. Because it's not great by any fucking means.
No, but I understand why people hated that movie.
Neither do I. It's like there's nothing about that movie that is like bad.
Yeah.
There's not good points to that movie, but like first off, fucking toy designs for the actual like toy characters, fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
The idea behind it of like of a mega corporation who makes toys but also makes military fucking tech. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's such a good fucking movie. way better than what that Small Soldiers 2 would have been. That should have been Toy Story 3 all over again.
Damn. Man, that was so good. Toy Story 3 was so good.
Man, that movie made me cry.
Well, yeah, like it was, we're going towards the furnace, and that's what I remember. That fucking dude also directed The Brave Little Toaster, and I officially have no idea how this is gonna go.
When all the toys were holding hands together, going like,
"Yeah,
this is it."
This is like, it.
No.
Oh God, and I was like, I don't know how you write your way out of this and have it work. Like, they gotta die at this point, and then just all of a sudden the claw, and I was like, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Yes.
Oh my God. Holy crap. I cannot believe you pulled that off.
You could tell that conclusion was written at like 4 in the fucking morning. Joe Dante is sitting there in his underwear, one sock on. And he's he's watching the Toy Story movies to figure out like what.
Yeah, dude. What's his name? Linkletter?
Yeah.
Not Linkletter. Fucking. God damn it. I used to know this guy's name. Let's see. Director. John Lasseter.
John Lasseter.
Yeah.
And he's like sitting there and he's watching Toy Story 1. And he's like, how the fuck do I get out of this?
Yeah.
The claw.
The claw decides who will go and who will stay.
The gun is good. The penis is evil.
Wait, no, wrong movie. Yeah.
It's 3 more. Yeah, exactly. It's 3 movies worth of payoff written at the last second.
Oh my God, yes. I even like Toy Story 4.
I did too.
Yeah, it wasn't better than Toy Story 3,
No.
But it didn't have to be as good. It just had to be better than 2, which I think it was.
Yeah.
2
wasn't that great, but
yeah, 2 is like it's funny. 2's really good, but it's not the one that sticks with you the most.
No.
Even though it's got like all the important lore shit in it. But like, yeah, everything that was kind of the thing I appreciated about it. It's a really good movie, but it's not my favorite. It's probably the most fair way of putting it. Yeah, 2's not bad at all. It's a very good movie. It's just not my favorite Toy Story movie.
It's got a really weak villain. Prospector Willie or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, it wasn't like Hugs a Lot. Like Hugs a Lot is just diabolical.
Yeah, Hugs a Lot is like Hugs a Lot was like, you're not ruining a good thing.
Yeah. And they got the perfect actor to play. It's like I'm like, oh my god, it's Ned Beatty.
Yeah.
It's Ned Beatty. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, no, Toy Story. No, I'm not saying Toy Story 2 is bad. It's not.
No,
it's not. It's
and
a
neither am
very
I.
good
It's not
movie.
my favorite.
Yeah,
but,
it's just not my favorite. You know.
But the way Toy Story 3 fucks with you, like especially like it what it does is it fucks with you if you've been a fan of this fucking series for longer than 10 years. Because it's like these are like representations of the toys I had when I was a kid. And I still have memories of some of those toys. And the thought of them going into a furnace and just being incinerated kills me.
Yeah, 4 is all about thinking that you're past your prime, but you've still got a lot of juice. You still got some juice left in you. You know, that's what that one's all about. You know.
It's also about like life isn't a line. It's a cyclical journey.
It does, yeah. Life does weird shit, and I gotta be honest. I love Key and Peele in that movie. All right, this is what we're gonna do. That's your plan? Oh, you don't like it? I mean, we try something else. I mean, it's like wait, they were planning on straight up murdering that old woman.
Well, they are fair toys. You know?
Yeah, they're a little more morally questionable.
But like the whole like Woody being like having to learn from like Bo Peep of no, you're not just Andy's toy. You're your own person.
Yeah.
You get to be someone else's. Like, I think that's the story that like that makes me fall in love with 4 because it's like,
yeah,
man, I wish I could pass down some of the toys I had to like a younger kid so that they still get played with. Like,
yeah,
hey, this is a transformer. This is an
old Prime. He's badass, you know.
Yeah. This is a Stone Cold Steve Austin figure, and he just gives people stunners all the time. Because it's
man.
You know, this here's a Space Marine. Speaking of Space Marines, I've picked up a new book that I think you should pick up as well.
Oh, what is it?
Cunning, a brutal cunning.
Sounds like an orc. Sounds orky.
It's the first book out of a trilogy based off one orc war boss.
Ooh.
It has one of the best fucking Admech and orc moments I've ever read, and it perfectly explains why the orcs are the way that they are and why the Empire and everyone else doesn't know what to fucking do with them.
Yeah, because they just keep coming.
Well, that's the thing, right? So the Admech institute a plan where they're gonna like set up these juicy entry points, and then once the orcs take those, they come in behind and ambush them. That's their plan. And then all of a sudden the Space Hulk like starts to like all of a sudden the orcs start to invade, and instead of like going for the obviously weaker points, they go directly in the middle where the bulk of the force is sitting.
That's what the fighting is.
Well, exactly. So the poor fucking Admech is sitting there like, why are they doing this? It's almost like they would prefer to have the bigger fight than to attack us on our weaker sides. And I was like, yes, that's who they are.
Yeah.
What the Umis have landing pads? Well, it's so they know where to land, so they don't, pile on top of each other and start fighting. Well, that's what we do.
They
Yeah,
call
but
me
we's orcs.
Stumpy.
Yeah, but we's orcs. We like crumping. The Ubies don't like crumping. It is so fucking good. Cunning, brutal cunning. It's part of it's part of a trilogy that like this book came out 2 years ago. What got me to look at it was a snippet from the last from the most recent book, if I can find it. Okay, yeah, I found it right here. All right. So basically the premise of this scene is a dark Eldar, Jukari, has captured an orc war boss. Let's see here. I'm trying to find, like, he literally says what drives orcs. So the orc said, looking around his cell as though seeing it for the first time. I ain't dead. Guess you got a plan. You'll be placed in the arena this evening, Demira said. There you will be matched against the deadliest opponents and the most dangerous beast that Kuramaga has to offer until you die. She smiled at the thought until she realized the orc was smiling back at her. Sounds good to me. Good, Demira folded her arms. Do you not understand me, you witless brute? This is a death sentence for you. Gonna die at some point, the orc replied with a shrug. Might be today, might be tomorrow. Might be when the sun blows up and fries everything. So long as it's violent or funny, I ain't bothered. Hey, we finally figured out what made orcs fucking cool.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's like, no, I just like fighting. Why do you like fighting? Do you want to control it? No. It just seems like a good fucking thing to do.
Yeah, see, this is why I thought Fantasy Flight should have done an orc game, a 40K orc game, and have it all be about managing the WoW. You know,
and the book goes through that as well, of what goes into managing a WoW.
Yeah, you know, and it really needs to be like a game where it's like, you got this, all right, you have these choices that you can add to the WoW now because you got into this point. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a weird boy? Is it going to be a mech doc? You know, is it going to be, you know, what's it going to be? You know, what about the squiggers? You know, gonna do that.
I like the squiggers.
Yeah, and that you should have a meter that you could goes from either left to right or right to left. One side is brutal, the other side is cunning. But it's the same stat. Yeah, it's the same stat. It doesn't matter.
All right, I'm gonna tell the boys to attack this direction. Add to your cunning. What does it do? Same shit it did on the other
side.
Same
shit does on the other side. Yeah. Or maybe it could be different, but it would like they would be like, you could buy the, oh god, what are they called? The ones with the invisibility suits. You know, we're just gonna sneak up on them real quiet, like. You know,
I know what you're talking about.
Forget what they're called.
Orc commandos.
The Orc commandos. Like if you have enough cunning, you can get commandos. But if you have enough brutal, that's when you get that's like your
knobs.
Yeah, you get knobs instead. You know.
Yeah, and the best part is like this book is written from the perspective of an orc who's slowly becoming a war boss. So, as orcs get bigger, what else?
Pinkier.
So as he gets bigger, his brain starts to get bigger, and he goes through this scene where he's like, "I feel strange. There's this thing that keeps happening, like in me skull. It's like I think I call it thinking. I'm thinking. I'm a war boss and I'm thinking. It is so, oh my God. I'm like, I want this series to become the next Caiaphas Cain. Like, I need this shit to be like, the thing that drives the narrative for the next couple of years. Cause like, I love my orc boys, but god damn, they've been sidelined recently.
Oh yeah, yeah, they really have. Yeah, like, speed. Yeah, you need gotta have speed. I should think of an invention that'll make walking faster.
You talking about a car? Oh, or one of them buggies? No.
No.
That's called driving. That ain't walking.
That's not walking. You know. Oh man. Yeah. And they should have like. They should have the stats should essentially be the same, but they have different names. Yeah. You know, instead of ballistic skill, it's just DACA. You know.
and like how high your DACA is how like is like how not how accurate you are, how many bullets you put down range.
Yes. Like yeah. It's all about volume.
And this book also has an explanation for why orcs are bad at shooting.
Why?
I mean, orcs could aim, but that's not as cool, is it? It reads like a fucking Pratchett novel. It's so good.
Oh, nice. It's so good. Nice.
But it's faster. Have you? All right, lads. I just had one of their thinking things. What if we painted our legs red?
Red.
What? You can't just paint
red. Adds red. 5 to the speed of anything.
Because like I know that recently in 40K, like we've been dealing with the existential crisis that is the Tyranids, but like the orcs, man, that right there is like that's a threat that you really don't know how to beat. Like with
Tyranids, because you have to just wear them down. You have to kill everyone.
They don't wear down.
Yeah, they don't.
Like the more you kick their ass, the more they seek you out.
Yeah. It's a fight you can't win forever. You know, like that's usually why when there's an orc infestation, it usually ends up in exterminatus.
Because they have to.
Thank you again, Delta Oracle.
There's a book you and John
more material goods and sexual playthings for you.
It's meant to inspire world building for DMs.
It's called Vermis. Vermis.
Oh, Vermis.
Lost Dungeons and Dragons and Forbidden Woods. What the?
Oh, this looks like a... What the fuck is this?
Huh. Oh. So what the hey Victoria Noel. Actually, give me a minute. I need to use the little counts room. We'll be right back.
You're gonna go take a shit, folks. I'm gonna look at this book because the illustrations are fucking amazing. No of it. All right, I'll need to get some caffeine if I'm going to be here for much longer. So I'll be right back as well. Don't go anywhere. While I'm gone, think about like how you can be more orky. Orc and Mork depend on it. Hey, I didn't leave you fucking unsupervised. Get your ass back here.
Oh, man.
Ugh.
Okay. Art book RPG. Interesting.
I'm assuming they're still talking about Vermis.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Yeah, it seems like this guy just does a series of books about worlds, and you're kind of supposed to fill in the gaps. Huh. There's an orc book called Where's the Warp? There's the Way.
Where does it walk?
There's a way. Oh, like, no, let's not pretend that that's not one of the greatest songs ever. Come on.
You know, it'd be worth trading in, like, you know, not being an elf and being turned into a slave only made for war. If I get to have a nice, like, upbeat number like that.
Yeah, a good number. Yeah.
Yeah, a good ensemble number. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's definitely no like cell block tango, but
true, but
it's pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty good. You can't deny that. God damn it. Oh, man.
God is dead! Satan lives!
Hello,
Oh, yeah,
such
that's
given no
Central
man's
didn't know about
land. Collect call from no one at all.
Uh,
Gotten into an antique closet from pointing no turn and no deposit. Hold on, we gotta. Don't.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, we don't want to go to war today.
I was actually really disappointed that Peter Jackson did not work that song into the movie.
You know he couldn't make that fucking movie. You know he couldn't do that. Come on.
Oh,
Come on.
man.
He should have put in his fucking like weird dudes from Bad Taste at that point.
Oh, hey, I still would have
Hey.
watched it.
I mean, it's true, but like we'd have been the only people that fucking acknowledged it.
All right, but I'm still saying there should have been an orc singing a Where There's a Whip, There's a Way song, you know?
But those orcs are supposed to be scary.
Well, they were.
Not
You know?
the Rankin Bass. Don't come on.
Yeah,
Little
what?
fucking in the Rankin Bass movie, no, they were not.
No, I wasn't talking about the Rankin Bass movie.
Oh.
I was talking about the Peter Jackson ones. Like, they were scary.
They
You
were,
know?
yeah. But if they started singing Where There's a Whip, There's a Way, might as well have fucking Tom Bombadil in that bitch. And by the way, Tom Bombadil should have been in that bitch.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Oh my
I hate
god.
when people bitch about that part of the book. It's so essential. It is. I don't care what anyone fucking says, it's essential.
We gotta have the bard, man.
What? Tom Bombadil enters that book, enters that series at a time where shit's at its lowest.
Yeah. Well, he's like a demigod, isn't he?
Yeah, he's basically on the level, if not higher than like Gandalf and Sauron are.
Yeah.
Sauron.
He's like the 20th level character of the story.
Like literally, like Frodo shows him the ring and he feels no temptation. Do you know how badass you have to be for the ring to offer you nothing that you want?
You have to be a trickster. You have to be a trickster god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically go, well, if I wanted it, I'd have it, baby. You know?
What is the point of Tom Bombadil? That there's hope and that joy in the face of extreme danger is the way to go. And sometimes having a hot elf wife helps. That's the point of Tom Bombadil.
Oh yeah. That does it covers a lot of ills, man, you know.
Yeah, that whole fucking point, that whole character was supposed to be J.R.R. Tolkien's wife that he was describing because he was so in love with her.
Aww.
I know, right? Like, that's adorable.
Aww. Well, that's a way better direction to go than fucking what's his nuts. Well, that guy, C.S. Lewis.
Oh well,
you know,
women
are fickle and not to be trusted. You know, C.S. Lewis.
I had someone the other day. They were talking, like, it was a coworker of mine, and they were talking with their husband, and I was like, "Man, men are emotional and stupid creatures, aren't they?"
Oh yeah. We have made masculinity dumb.
Well, not even just that, just dude, we like to pretend that women are the overly emotional sex.
Oh no, we're just as emotional as they are. It just doesn't always show. You know?
Oh, but it does.
Well, I mean, of course, you know, like, you know, if you know what to look for, you know, you're like, you know, but you gotta be a little more keyed in, you know.
Look at
like,
you try to
one, like, okay, one thing that it is very, I do think is like often a miscommunication is because of all the things that tend to be going on in the male mind. You know, those periods of time where they joke, no, men just aren't thinking about something. Let me tell you, that's disassociation.
Yep.
He's just sitting there disassociating. You know, nothing he isn't really thinking about anything, but it's dissociation.
Yes.
You know? And so when they say, what do you think? When you say, well, what are you thinking? They are literally thinking about nothing because they're dissociated. They've dissociated for a little bit. Because that is an acceptable thing for a man to do when he is having an emotion or doesn't know how to react. It's socially acceptable. And so they'll do it. When a woman does it, we notice easier.
Yeah.
Because they're not supposed to do that. I mean, we're not talking about actually not supposed to, but like societally, it's considered weird. You know?
Yeah.
It's considered more unpredictable when a woman does it because we live in a patriarchal, sexist society.
Yeah.
You know? But if you think of it this way, this is as close as I can come to trying to like explain it across gender lines, but you have to assume that I am talking about societal expectation here, which is all those times when a woman feels like she might cry, but isn't necessarily there yet. That's where a man will dissociate. It's the closest way I can come to explaining it, you know, and it's a clunky explanation, but it is one of those things, you know. And when a woman says, God, I feel like I'm going to cry, recognize that she is having that moment that you have when you are just thinking of nothing and you don't know what it's called, but it's called dissociation. You know,
and don't worry, women also dissociate.
Oh, women also dissociate. Yeah, no, it totally happens. It totally happens. I have a friend who went through a 4-hour dissociative period. That was upsetting because she literally just stood there You know, she literally just stood there for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And it was one of those like, okay, you're clearly not okay, but there's no way in, you know? Yeah. So women totally dissociate. But they'll talk about it.
Mhm.
They'll talk about it, you know, like I had a heavily dissociative day, you know, like whereas guys, we don't tend to talk about it. And I think part of that is because we don't recognize what it is. It because it becomes so normal, you just learn to ignore it. Because who the fuck cares anyway?
Right.
You know.
And that's not, we don't need to be living that way.
No.
Because
we
people
don't
do
need to
care.
be living that way at all. You know.
Because people do care.
Yeah, you
Whether
hate
you
your own
believe it or not.
dissociation. I know what you mean. I hate it when I catch myself doing it because it's like, oh shit, how long have I been here? You know, how long have I been sitting here doing nothing? You know, I don't like it either. You know, but it is, I get mad whenever I see people talk about men's emotional states because we never actually talk about it. We just talk about talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes for all the like male macho guys who say it too. No, you're just talking about it. You're not actually talking about it. Stop it.
Because if you were actually talking about it, you would say, this is a problem that extends across all genders.
Yeah.
Everyone's
You would realize that it's a human problem.
Yeah.
You know?
We are all lonely at some point.
Yeah.
You have to come to terms with the fact that that having a companion or having someone to share those feelings with is not something that you are guaranteed. You have to earn it.
Yeah. And
that sucks.
Earn it. Yeah. And you earn it by giving.
Yeah.
And that is the hard part because it's not transactional. It's very non-transactional because if it's transactional, then you know it's fake. Like a part of you will always know it is transactional. So you always will think it's a lie. That's why it can't be, you know? So you have to give of yourself. And does that mean sometimes you'll give yourself to the wrong person? Yep. So learn to judge the people around you as well as you can.
Yep.
You know, like one thing I learned from them Charlie Brown everything. Everyone around Charlie Brown is an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, hey, Charlie Brown, why are you so down? Because everyone around you an asshole. Everyone treats you like shit, Charlie Brown.
Why am I down? Well, let's just start with my dog thinks I'm an idiot and treats me as such. One of the people that I consider one of my best friends, she always wants to play football. And every time I go to kick this football, she yanks it away from me because she thinks it's so funny.
Every time I really need to have a real conversation, she needs me to give her a nickel.
Yeah, and she says that she's a therapist. What? Like,
bitch, please, you know?
And then my fucking brother is Arrested Development.
Oh my God. My favorite, actually, I love the SNL skit where it's Bill Hader as Charlie Brown as played by Al Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're a loser, Charlie Brown. I know. You're moping around all the holidays. It's not right. I know. Hey, you need a little Klonopin? Oh, yeah. Little admin. I want something to take me sky high.
But yeah, like there isn't a male loneliness epidemic. There's a loneliness
epidemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not particular to men. It's just that we don't really talk about female loneliness either.
No, we
we
do
just
not.
go through the motions of talking. We go through the motions of talking about it. We don't really do it.
Yeah, because femininity is like a sisterhood, and it's like,
is it?
Is
it? Because I've seen it. I've seen that shit turn quick.
Oh, with a sudden quickness.
Yeah. Some of them bitches will turn on you with a quickness. Like, fuck that. I don't have to. Unless my group of friends, if someone brings up the female sisterhood, you better be talking about lesbians and drag queens. Otherwise, it's like, oh, fucking give me a goddamn break. Give me a break.
Oh, yeah, women watch out for each other all the fucking time, so long as you're white.
And even then, probably not.
Oh, no, that shit's a backstabbing. That's a backstab fest, too.
Oh, yeah. The multitude of genders have a bunch of lies that they not only tell others, but themselves. It is part of the loneliness epidemic. Actually, what really bothered me was when they were like, yeah, apparently if you've got 3 really close friends that you trust, that's above average these days. And I'm like, whoa, really? Like, back in the day, that was like low. I mean, don't get me, like, you had to actually be like naturally super introverted for that to be the case.
I think I've got like 6 or 7 people.
Yeah.
Call at any fucking moment.
Yeah. But it's like all of a sudden we started socializing by introvert rules. And that works if you're an introvert. But if you're not, that will not do. That will not cut muster.
Everyone thinks they're an introvert, and nah.
No, most people aren't. Like, I know some actual introverts, some of whom, and just like any group of people, some of them are really cool and some of them are assholes. Multitudes. We contain multitudes. But, like, it all comes down to whether or not spending time with people is tiring or energizing.
Yep.
That's what it really all comes down to. Because they're not... Because an introverted person feels like that whether or not they are masking.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, like, masking is a huge amount of work, especially the amount that you have to do these days, because it's tiring. Yeah. That's why you need to be around like-minded people. So you don't have to do that all the time. Like, that would wear anybody out. You're just autistic. Well, yeah, that's a different, that's a different layer of it.
But you also understand what it's like to have to fucking mask around people who don't get it.
Yeah.
As an autistic person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's something that non-autistic people have to do too.
Yeah.
But we didn't used to have to do it to this extent. And I really credit that with the breaking down of... It's funny because what really seems to have happened is the natural bonds of friendship seem to have been interrupted.
Oh, yeah, it's because social media.
Yeah. Social media is a big part of it,
I would say it's a majority part of it because, like, social media became the replacement for socialization.
Well,
but like, think about it. Like,
I think it's a 1-2 punch. I think it's both social media and the destruction of what they call third spaces.
Yeah, I would. Okay, that's fair.
Because, like, there used to be places, like I kept saying, there used to be places where you would just hang around and just see who's there. You know, malls used to be one of those.
Yeah.
You know, when was the last time you met someone new at a mall? Like, I guarantee it hasn't happened in years. You know, because whenever you go, there's like 2 other people there. And they're just there to buy shit.
Yeah.
You know, and all of a sudden you realize you're the only guy in the game store and you've been talking to the clerk for like 20 minutes and maybe you ought to go because you're getting annoying. You know?
And then you're like, oh, I'm the counter monkey. Got it. Like,
yeah, I'm the counter monkey now just because I'm looking for people to talk to, and I used to just be able to find them not at the counter.
Yeah.
You know? And that is weird. That's why the kids are hanging out at Sephora, because there's no place to go. Sephora? Really?
Damn.
Well, then again, I guess like there is a lot to talk about if you're into makeup.
Nobody's that into makeup, man.
Well, yeah. Like, I imagine makeup nerds are probably a bit more pleasant to talk to than like the average comic book nerd. You know?
Well, I mean, judging based off previous interactions I've had with comic book nerds, it can't be much worse.
Yeah. Or it's worse in a different way. You know, you could at least get that. You could at least get that surface level. You could at least get that shallow kind of socialization in. You know, with the comic book nerd crowd, it's either, oh my God, did we just become best friends? Mm-hmm. Or please stop talking to me again. Yeah, never talk. In fact, stop talking now.
Well, I think that Dr. Doom could kick the shit out. I don't care.
I do not care. You know, I really hate all this woke. All right, you just need to shut the fuck up right now before I fucking punch you in the mouth. You know,
God,
I'm just here. I'm here to pick up my Transformers comic. I want to buy this. I'm going to go home. I'm going to purchase it so it can travel home with me and I can read it today. This is interrupting that, you know.
I think it's bullshit that they made like the majority of the Amazonians fucking gay. I think it's just them woke bullshit.
Fuck you.
That's great.
Fuck you. This just oh my God. Yeah, also, I don't have a lot in common with most comic book nerds anymore.
Yeah, because
I don't read X-Men anymore. I don't read Spider-Man anymore. It's not what I'm interested in. I only get into conversations when I run into the people that read the weird shit.
Yeah.
You know, and by weird shit, I mean like Faust, Love of the Damned, or Warlock, Nemesis the Warlock, or Grimjack, or Monster, or, you know, any one of the dozens of books that are like, okay, like we're going on a little journey here.
like you're reading Flaming Carrot, you know.
Yeah, something really weird. And I can have conversations with those people. But if you just read superhero books, I really got nothing. Because
yeah, for real, it's like what I say to Christians: please read another book.
Read another book. Yeah, I think it should be something else. You know, yeah. I want to talk about Black Sad. I want to talk about Love and Rockets. I want to talk about Luba. I want to talk about
who do you think would win in a fight, Captain America versus Spider-Man? I could give no shits. We've already seen this.
Don't even care. I've seen that fight a dozen times. Like, and I'm just gonna tell you, it's whoever writes him. It's whoever the writer wants to win. That's the answer. You know?
The Amazons reproduced by fucking guys and it killed them. No, they reproduce by having gay lesbian sex, and that pleases Athena, so she brings them more children. That's how it works. I don't care what the fuck you say. That's how it works. Okay, they have extremely hot, passionate lesbian sex, and that gets them pregnant.
And then a stork comes from Mount Olympus.
And they tell Zeus to go the fuck back.
Yeah. No, Zeus, fuck off. This is the mascara chicks only, okay? Damn. You believe that, motherfucker?
Yeah, no, like, I want to meet people that, like, read Transmetropolitan.
Oh, I love Transmetropolitan. That book was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I had to collect the entire fucking series because, goddamn.
I'm surprised that they haven't put out like an omnibus.
I know, right? Like, I had to collect everything from paperback, and that shit got expensive real quick.
Yeah, because they're like, what, 20 of them? Something like that? Somewhere between 13 and 20, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 14, maybe 15, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but like, oh God, I'd love to play Sparters.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Patrick Stewart gets first cast.
Oh, of course. Fucking of course.
He's been whoring for that role for a hot minute.
Oh, dude, I would. Oh, God, totally watch that shit. Totally watch that shit. You know, just to hear Sir Patrick Stewart say, "Can a man not take a good hard shit in peace?"
My filthy assistants to me.
Filthy assistants, attack wounds at the ready.
Yeah. But the New 52, fuck the New 52. New 52 also said that Superman was a weird fucking alien. That made no fucking sense, right? We all hated that, right? Maybe not all of us.
I just, look, I'm going to see what James Gunn does with that DC universe.
It looks good.
Because chances are that's going to be my DC universe, if any of them are. You know, because I love the DC Batman verse. Needs to fucking understand what it is. Mm-hmm. Which is, it's okay if you have your primary universe. That's fine. But remember, the real power of these characters that you've got is you could do almost anything with them. Yeah. Not everybody's got to be depressed like Batman. No, not everyone's got to be Batman. In fact, only Batman should be Batman. And I think we should see a Batman story I'd like to see is Batman actually dealing with his trauma. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know how you would externalize that conflict, but like, I feel like that is necessary. Oh, easy. You have him fight Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange? Well, Bruce. Well, obviously, Mr. Wayne, you know? you're still dealing with the trauma that is your family's immediate and violent end. And yet you dress as a bat in the middle of the night to some vain reason to bring them back? Oh, Bruce. Yeah. Or you're just as crazy as him. Or have just some sort of like, yeah. Like have another go in an Arkham Asylum like story. Meaning the Grant Morrison book, Arkham Asylum. Okay. And actually have it be way more about what's going through Batman's mind. Mm-hmm. And not just and realizing, and you as the reader realizing that his cold, detached detective thing is a mask. Yeah, it's a trauma response. Yeah, it's a trauma mask. He is masking. like inside, he is actually trying to deal with all of these complicated emotions as are reflected in his rogues gallery. And like, I don't know, maybe you call it something like mirrors. And like, for example,
group therapy.
Yeah, or something, you know, but like for example, Mad Hatter.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Hatter, him actually discussing what is scary about Mad Hatter to him. You know, like, what is it? It's with the Mad Hatter, it's the violation of childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Just flat out. That's what it's about. You know, it's like, I see him and I see myself in every child he has abused. You know, I know that feeling. I know having that ripped away from you, and that's what I see. You know, what is Batman's greatest fear? And everyone's like, oh, death of his parents. I'm like, no, that's part of it.
It's turning into him.
Yes. Yeah, his fear when he faces someone like Scarecrow, that's him.
Yeah.
You know, more than the Joker, that's him, because Batman uses fear. You know, how close are he and the Scarecrow really?
How much of like, how much of Scarecrow is Batman? How much of Joker is Batman?
Yeah. Oh, like, well, Joker
is just like,
Joker is laughing at your pain.
Yeah.
The Joker is just laughing at you. You know, your pain means nothing to him except amusement. You know, that's what Batman sees. You know, like the cruelty of the world as someone else's enjoyment. You know, I think we've done enough with like Batman and his thing with Two-Face. That's a little obvious. Like that's a bit too obvious there. But then what about someone like Poison Ivy?
Or even Penguin?
Yeah, Penguin well, Poison Ivy is Batman hates himself for being attracted to Poison Ivy, for thinking that she's beautiful. And he hates himself for it because he knows that she's evil. She's a villain.
And he knows that she's using her.
And she's using that against him.
Yeah.
You know, she is female abuse incarnate. You know, unlike Catwoman. Catwoman is the woman who just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
Or just like, you know, it's the it's the 1 a.m. booty call that you need while you're like dealing with all these fucking other psychos.
Yeah. You know, It's like, you know, so you know, what's his relationship to Catwoman? Catwoman is like him. She is the most like him. But she doesn't care.
Well, she's also a poor kid.
Yeah.
So it's like, how could all this happen to me? And it's like, listen, this happens to everybody.
This happens to everybody, bitch. You know, this happens to everyone, Bruce. You know, bad shit happens. Yeah, like knock some sense into him.
Yeah.
You know, like actually like really get into the psychology of like why he hates all of these people, and really having it be because they reflect something about himself to him. Because that's always what it is. It's always a reflection.
And honestly, like as much as I shit on the New 52 for very valid reasons.
Hey, Williamson, how's the glass porcupine coming? Oh, what about Mr. Freeze? Oh, Mr. Freeze
is the cold detachment.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not the cold detachment. It's that Mr. Freeze has a woman he loves.
Oh, right. He's trying to save something
He's
that's a lost
trying to
cause.
save something that is very, very important to him, just like Batman. But the difference between him and Mr. Freeze is that even though Mr. Freeze acts cold, he knows what love is. He's felt it. And Batman never allows himself to do that.
Well, they're both
So
trying to
in a weird way, he's sympathetic, but also jealous.
Like Bruce and Victor are both trying to save a dying thing that they cannot stop from dying because they have some type of debilitating disease.
Yes.
For Victor, it's Nora. It's his wife. For Bruce, for Batman, it's Gotham.
Yeah.
Gotham has been cursed forever. There is no saving it. Evil and painful things will happen to people here all the time. Why? Literally because the land is cursed. So Batman is fighting a losing battle.
Yeah, they're both fighting a losing battle, and they know they will lose it one day.
Yeah.
You know, but still they press on, you know, and they come to loggerheads, you know. And I think part of the twist there, I think, is that in that confrontation, while Freeze may not know that Batman is Bruce Wayne, Freeze would pretty much have Batman pegged.
Yeah.
That would be the moment when, like, you know, instead of hearing Batman's inner monologue, we're listening to Mr. Freeze tell him what he means to Batman, and Batman having to sit there and take it. You know,
Batman, you're trying to save a dying woman yourself.
Yeah.
Gotham is your
mine is named Nora. Yours is Gotham.
And
we are alike that way, Batman.
We're both cold and cruel and cunning.
You know, and what, and of course, in that moment, like, Batman has to realize what it is that really does separate him from Mr. Freeze. Batman can be merciful.
Yeah.
He could be a hero, you know, like, life is more important to him, you know?
And that's what I love about the Matt Reeves Batman.
Yes. That's what it was so cool.
Gotham
doesn't need Avenger. It needs a hero.
It needs a hero.
That's why I saved those kids, Batman.
And it's like, oh, this Batman might wear the blue cape.
Yeah, like I would totally be fucking. I would totally be up for. I'm totally up for whatever Matt Reeves wants to do, and I really hope he gets to make another Batman movie.
Have you watched The Penguin yet?
I haven't.
Dude,
I'm told it's really good.
It's The Sopranos set in Gotham. And like it is so fucking good and so fucking crazy. Christina Malti, I think is her name. She plays Sophia Falcone.
Yeah.
Oh my god. She may not be as like fucking tall and dominating as the character is in the comics. But oh, she hits all those fucking notes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh. What about Clayface? Oh, Clayface is easy. Who are you really? Who are you really, Batman? Who
are
is
you
Bruce
Batman?
Wayne?
Are you Bruce Wayne? Are you Bruce Wayne the billionaire? Are you Bruce Wayne the playboy? Are you Bruce Wayne the Bat?
The Bat. Yeah. Or is Bruce Wayne no one? Because that's who you really are, Batman. You're no one. You know?
The truth, Batman, is Bruce Wayne is a character you play.
Yeah, he is nobody. And Batman is just an empty shell. Oh, man.
All right. I'm getting fucking delirious and delirious.
Okay, man. I'll let you go. It's probably about time we finished up anyway. Oh,
Yeah.
10:36, going for 3.5 hours. This is a good one.
Hey, nice.
By the way, does Pattinson show up in
No.
Penguin? He doesn't? Okay.
No. And honestly, I think it's better for that.
Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping he'd show up, like, make an appearance,
There is the last episode has an appearance of a Batman staple, but I won't.
Oh, okay.
It's not,
okay.
It's not Batman.
But it's not
I guess I'll put it
Batman.
that-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody, I want to thank everyone. Thank you all for coming down here. I love you all. Appreciate you spending your important time with me. I'm so glad we had this time together. And what a particular
Jack's getting emotional.
Yeah. I'm getting all Carol Burnett on you. And I want to especially thank Synathog and Delta Oracle for their donations. Your donations definitely keep the stream going. Thank y'all very much. And until next time, Ave Satanas, Disco Inferno. Remember, Satan and I love y'all very much. John?
Make sure to wash your ass.
Hail Satan, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Satan.